projected for the Mahayuti. North Maharashtra too, it is going for the Mahayuti. Projected seats of 18 to 26. 10 to 16 goes to Mahavikas Aghadi. Marathwada again, here the projected seats are more for Mahavikas Aghadi. So it's a clear dent as far as Mahayuti is concerned, as far as two areas. One is with regards to Marathwada, 22 to 30, 32 to 38 in Western Maharashtra, 27 to 35 in Vidarbha. So at least these are the three areas where it's finding it extremely difficult, particularly with the Congress doing well in the Vidarbha region too. So that is the reason why, Binay, perhaps a quick comment with the numbers that are now trickling in. We're going to give the breakup also in a short while from now, but 137 to 157 is what it looks like as far as Mahayuti goes.
Soren, it was a very disciplined, organized and a very focused election campaign from the BJP side.
So it's the Ladki Behna scheme which is working, particularly if you see the areas they are doing well. Thane Konkan also, if you have Mahayuti sweeping, Mahayuti is sweeping in Thane Konkan. As far as Mumbai is concerned, 16 to 24, again there too clearly a clear sweep coming in for the Mahayuti. North Maharashtra also has an edge as far as Mahayuti is concerned.
Someone 2-3 days ago only, it was quite visible. It was in the air, you can say. The air was such charged that it seems that anybody can predict that things were changing in favor of BJP and the alliance partners. And I think both the alliance partners, Mr. BJP and this alliance partners, they fought in a very coordinated way. They were very focused. The strategy was good, and thanks to the state leadership, the leadership of Devendra Fadnavis ji, and it was quite a good thing. And the slogan that "Katoge to batoge," I think "Ek hai to safe hai," it was a historical slogan.
Okay.
But that you can say in the history of this country.
But you had the Mahayuti, Ajit Pawar himself saying it is not going to work. Pankaja Munde said it's not going to work. This is outside.
No, what anybody said, but it worked. But it worked. On the screen you can see it worked.
Before we go to the guests, I'm not supposed to work. We have got the seats, Abhishek, if you just, before we go to the guests, we have got the breakup right now.
Yes.
Vote percentage projected prediction for the Mahayuti. BJP, 25% vote prediction, which translates to about 77 to 97 seats. Now, that is something that the BJP would perhaps not be very happy, Abhishek, because as I understand, BJP is clearly looking at crossing, being it at the 3-digit, and the fact that above 105 is what they were really looking at. The Shiva Sena, with the Mahayuti, 13% vote prediction, translating to about 40 to 60 projected seats for the Shiva Sena. Ajit Pawar, only 4% vote prediction, 4 to 16. So if at all the Mahayuti falls short, again it's going to be because of Ajit Pawar's performance, his party, with just about 4%. So that's the breakup as far as the seats of each of these parties goes. I'll just repeat, 77 to 97 as far as the BJP is concerned. The Shiva Sena 40 to 60 and 4 to 16 goes to the NCP Ajit Pawar. Mahavikas Aghadi, the Congress projected for about 41 to 59 seats, 16%. Then you have Uddhav Thackeray, 32 to 52. Sharad Pawar, 33 to 53. Let's also get you the breaking numbers now coming in from MATRIZE. MATRIZE is also releasing the numbers. We're going to put that out in a short while from now.
Can I say just one line?
We're going to put that out, but just a quick response. Quick response, Akhil.
No, we get Rajiv Pandey first. Rajiv Pandey, you are there in Mumbai and you have seen the Maharashtra campaign up close. We are, of course, putting out the numbers.
We're just going to do that. We're doing that. We're doing that. Just less than a minute, we're putting the numbers out.
First comment from Rajiv Pandey. Rajiv Pandey.
Numbers are out.
You think Batoge to Katoge was an act of desperation, as Akhil Swami says, or you think it really clicked for your electorate?
Akhil Swamiji can say anything. He is a hardcore anti-BJP person, so I do not take his statement very seriously. I just want to say, Abhishek ji, one thing. As far as these projection is concerned, you will find on 23rd that in Vidarbha, BJP is going to do very well as in Western Maharashtra. You know, what you are showing in Western Maharashtra, there are more than 30 candidates of the Ajit Pawar, NCP, who can win their election.
Numbers. MATRIZE numbers are out. I'm just sorry to interrupt you, but I'll just quickly put out the MATRIZE numbers right now. MATRIZE shows a clear victory for the Mahayuti, 150 to 170. I'm going to give the breakup of each of these parties also, Abhishek, in a short while from now. Yeah. But it's a clear projection, seat projection for the Mahayuti, 150 to 170 and 110 and 100 to 130. That's the seat projection for the Mahavikas Aghadi as far as MATRIZE is concerned. So here you have one poll making it very clear that Mahayuti is well placed as far as this election goes.
Yeah, and should we give the Jharkhand numbers also?
We're just going to put that. Let's just stay with the Maharashtra numbers for now.
Okay.
For some time, we're going to get the numbers in a short while. In the next 30 minutes or so, till about 7:10. 7:10 is we're going to put out the numbers as far as Jharkhand goes, Abhishek.
Okay, fair enough. So if we look at the MATRIZE numbers, Shravan, and for the benefit of viewers, if they want to understand region-wise also how the numbers go. So, for example, Western Maharashtra, 70 seats. The Mahayuti seems to be getting 30 to 35, and the MVA seems to be getting 29 to 34. Vidarbha, out of the 62 seats, the UT gets anything between 33 to 39, and the MVA gets between 19 and 24. Do we have those numbers on air? And,
we've just put out the consolidated number. The seat projection is out. I'm going to take, in a short while from now, take our viewers through on the wall. So, where we're going to take you through. I think so. We are ready.
Can I just say one line?
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah, you see, MATRIZE poll was not released when I was talking about that. Now you see in this poll what is showing that in Vidarbha BJP, Mahayuti is doing very well as in Western Maharashtra, whatever the first poll was showing. I had not seen these numbers. I will tell you one thing. As far as the NBA is concerned, the Shiv Sena UBT, except Mumbai region, they are not in contest anywhere.
But do you believe that Ajit Pawar will pull you down, even if you see the numbers? Ajit Pawar may be the weakling. Ajit Pawar may turn out to be the weakling for you.
Sir, only I am saying in Maharashtra, Mahayuti is going to form government with clear majority. And second point, there are 3 regional parties in Maharashtra. There is no, in NDA, no party of Vidarbha. Shiv Sena UBT is a party of Mumbai city, and Sharad Pawar ji ki party, NCP Sharad Pawar, is a party of Western Maharashtra. You will see in this thing also it is showing clearly the same thing. How can Shiv Sena UBT win 30 seats? It is impossible. Mark my word, I am telling you, I am not a pollster. But before I pointed out my numbers, you have shown MATRIZE poll is showing whatever I have stated, sir. So what I am saying, I have traveled across Maharashtra. These 3 parties will not cross, not a single party will cross more than 30. In MBI, that is
you
my
would have
statement.
been far. You would have been far happier if crossing 105, because we're going to give you the numbers also. Let me just quickly take you through the numbers again. Now, this is what, unlike other channels, we are not wasting time giving you directly the numbers that are out 2 polls, PMARQ as well as MATRIZE. Now, this is what PMARQ is projecting for the Mahayuti, 137 to 157. For the Mahavikas Aghadi, 126 to 146, and 2 to 8 to the independents. But here, it appears to be a neck-to-neck as far as PMARQ is concerned. But let's flip and take you through the MATRIZE exit polls. The numbers are clear. 150 to 170 for the Mahayuti, 110 to 130 for the Mahavikas Aghadi, and 8 to 10 for the independents. So it's very clear as far as MATRIZE is concerned, the Mahayuti is way ahead. What's really working for the Mahayuti right now? Is it because of the seat sharing that has taken place, particularly between the BJP and Eknath Shinde? Somewhere down the line with Eknath Shinde also, as many would say, giving up a few seats for the BJP, allowing the BJP to contest from a far number of seats, and the fact that if at all for the BJP, what might really work is that with the number of seats that they are contesting this time, Abhishek.
Sean, do we have more numbers? Because if you look at these numbers, I am little concerned about this broad sweep. So if you look at MATRIZE poll, 150 to 170, that's a huge margin the pollster is taking on 280 288 seats.
Similarly for PMARQ, we're going to break it down.
Similarly for PMARQ, if they're saying 137 on the lower end to 157 on the higher end, plus an error margin of 3%, and that's huge 3% margin. You know, if vote share, if you look at it, the difference between the two is just 1 percentage point, and an error margin of plus minus 3% really can make the results go haywire, right?
Akhil wants to make a point here.
Yeah, please go ahead.
See, I'm a student of share market, just security analysis and portfolio management. What is working in favor of Mahayuti is that the short sellers have given the job to the exit pollsters, and this polls next 2 days, I'm warning the investors, they will take the market 5% up, they will offload their shares, and after results are out, the market will go down by 10%. So don't get into trap. This is bear and bull traps, and you will.
Elections are held for investors and markets.
Yes, it's a caution.
I think
What
the
about
vote
the
share.
Maharashtra?
Abhishek, the vote share is out. We're just putting out the vote share.
Heavily.
Akhil, we're just putting out the vote share right now. We're just putting out the vote share.
The markets went up by 7%.
Okay, let's look at
went down by 7%.
Okay.
And people lost money.
And what happened to Rahul Gandhi's portfolio?
Let's just take the.
How is it doing now after 6 months?
I'm concerned about my portfolio. I'm not.
And it's doing well. Please tell us it's doing well.
You should not get.
Please tell us it's doing well. Please tell us it's doing well.
Let's just Abhishek, Akhil, I know, you know, it's promised. Trust me, Mr. Akhil Swami, you know. Last time also there was a lot of
that's an unfair.
Last time also there was a lot of heartburn here. But let's just take you through the. Let's go with the vote share.
The numbers.
Let's just take a look at the vote share. Now, MATRIZE exit polls: 48% for the Mahayuti, 42% for the Vikas Aghadi, and 10% for the others. I'm not sure if our voter. The polls for PMARQ is ready or not. We'll just try and see. Let's just take you through the PMARQ vote share projection. Now, let's move to that. This is how the vote share projection really looks like as far as PMARQ's pollers. 42% for the Mahayuti, 41% for the Mahavikas Aghadi, and 17% for others. Now, clearly, as far as MATRIZE is concerned, they have given a clear edge to Mahayuti. And as far as the Mahavikas Aghadi is concerned, is way behind. But as far as PMARQ goes, there is a close contest. So this is how, Abhishek, the vote share projection really looks like.
Yes, and very thin margin so far as PMARQ is concerned in Maharashtra, and plus if you add the error percentage point, then of course it's an open game. But you know, coming to this conversation we were having, and let's get everyone involved in this. Elections are not for markets, Akhil Swami. And your portfolio, I don't know about your portfolio, but because it's in public domain,
mark my words.
Rahul Gandhi's
Mark
portfolio
my words. Next two days, the share market will go up, and
because
on 23rd,
like
it will crash.
Markets are like that; they go up and go down.
No, it's a trap. It's a trap.
No, it's not a trap.
It's a trap.
Markets will go up; they will go down.
No.
When they are down, you buy. If you are smart. And you have already sold, so you are out of it. So you shouldn't be concerned about markets.
I'm concerned about investors.
Abhishek.
I'm concerned about crores of investors.
I am concerned about people of Maharashtra and people of Jharkhand. So let's focus on that.
Sell your stocks.
Abhishek,
sell your stocks.
This is a very old modus operandi. This modus operandi is called claim and blame. So when you win, you have persons to claim, like Rahul Gandhi or due to Rahul Gandhi. And when you lose, it's because of. Now it's the EVM was being, accused of, election commission was targeted. Now the short sellers are being targeted and the pollsters are being targeted.
Okay.
They used to target the institutions.
हरियाणा की तो बात ही नहीं करनी चाहिए.
Haryana is different from Maharashtra and Jharkhand.
One should speak about Haryana.
I have been giving. Okay. I have been giving that qualifier since we started. No, I've been giving that qualifier about these exit polls from the time that the broadcast started, Akhil Swami. And the reason is that we know how the exit polls go, but they can be right also. If you look at, that's why I was saying, you look at the broad sweep, if you look at the broad range, which both the pollsters are giving, somewhere, of course, the numbers would fall in between.
170 seats. Mark my words.
170 seats.
Ajit Pawar will switch over to Sharad Pawar Eknath Shinde will
You're saying
chip
you are
over.
a Jyoti,
Jyoti sir, or you are a stock.
NDA will get 210
You're
seats.
talking about the post-poll alliance.
Abhishek,
No.
can I just
Okay.
That is
Yeah, go ahead. Come in.
That is pre-organized.
Okay, come in. Rajiv Pandey, come in. Rajiv Pandey wants to.
Akhil Swamiji should leave investment work and join prediction work. That who will leave, who will join.
I'm a
He will get-
Jyotishi
He will
also.
get more money. Listen to me, sir. You are not aware about the ground situation in Maharashtra. Whatever BJP has talked to the people
अरे
of
अनिल
Maharashtra,
देशमुख का सिर फोड़
it is-
दिया, आप क्या
Listen,
जमीन
sir,
पे
sir,
रहेंगे?
सुनिए ना,
अनिल
don't
देशमुख का
disturb.
सिर फोड़ दिया
Sir, I did not disturb you. It's what I'm saying. In Maharashtra, the situation, as far as the development is concerned, the people of Maharashtra is very well aware.
सोयाबीन के बारे में बात
Government
कीजिए,
is bad.
सोयाबीन के बारे में।
Government is bad. First he will talk about share market, then he will talk soybean. Sir, we will talk about everything. What I'm saying, people of Maharashtra is well aware that once this Mahayuti government comes back, the economy
विनोद
of
तावड़े के
Maharashtra
बारे में बात
will go
कीजिए।
into this. And what I'm trying to say, that whatever is happening as far as the security area of concern, you have seen when the Congress party was in power.
अरे रोहिंग्या बसे हुए महाराष्ट्र के अंदर,
Yes, you are right.
महाराष्ट्र के अंदर रोहिंग्या बसाए जा रहे हैं
अखिल
पिछले
स्वामी जी,
2.5 साल
आपने एक
से।
सवाल पूछा, आपने एक सवाल पूछा था
तो आप admit कर रहे हैं ना?
और डबल इंजन सरकार
You are admitting to it.
रोहिंग्याज इन महाराष्ट्र।
2012 Rohingyas have entered into this country when Sonia Gandhi was in charge of this country, and Rohingya
अरे
were
बॉस पे आ गए,
placed-
इस पे बात
Okay.
करो, आज की तारीख
Can
में बात करो।
I think
We
so.
will take action.
I
I'm
think
telling
so.
you, sir, Akhil ji, like it will be like this, Abhishek ji. They were saying, मंदिर वही बनाएंगे।
उद्धव ठाकरे will be the next chief minister of Maharashtra.
Okay, I think so. I think so. Your prediction last
Are you
time.
sure? Because I don't think the MVA has decided that Uddhav Thackeray is going. Are you disowning Rahul Gandhi?
Okay,
Are
I
you
think so.
disowning
Deepak
your party, Akhil Swami?
Abhishek, Deepak Kesarkar, Akhil ji, hold on. Deepak Kesarkar, thank you very much for joining us. Numbers seem to be on your side. And as far as your party is concerned, we are projecting 150 to 170 for the Mahayuti. MATRIZE 150 to 170. PMARQ says 137 to 157. Well positioned, comfortably in. But do you still feel that your alliance with the Ajit Pawar may bring you down, because the vote prediction, the seat projection for Ajit Pawar doesn't seem to be very good?
Still, we are Mahayuti, so whether they get good result or not, they will still be with us. That is what I feel.
Mr. Kesarkar, some people are making this prediction that there is a possibility that you will go back to the Uddhav camp. That there is a possibility. There are some predictions happening in the studio tonight that will you go back to Uddhav Thackeray? I'm not sure whether we'll try and reconnect with him. We seem to be having some audio problem with Mr. Kesarkar. Predictions are being made that you will once again, your party will merge with Uddhav Thackeray. Is that a possibility?
There is it at all. Will continue to be with BJP, and this Yuti was formed by Babasaheb Thackeray, and this Yuti would be continued.
If the numbers where it stands right now, Mr. Kesarkar, if the BJP turns out to be the single largest party, are you willing to? I'm not very sure whether we still have the line with Deepak Kesarkar. But Deepak Kesarkar, Akhil Swami has made it very clear. He's not going anywhere. BJP के साथ युति है.
अरे अजीत Pawar will come back to Sharad Pawar.
Now you
Eknath
said,
Shinde to Uddhav
a short while back you said about Eknath Shinde, he's going to go back.
Ajit Pawar also will come back to Sharad Pawar.
Okay.
Just mark my words. On 23rd, BJP will be left only with 80 seats, and the central government also will fall.
Rahul Gandhi will become prime minister.
Yes.
What
Oh,
a dream,
sir, Abhishek ji,
Daydreaming.
He has taken advice.
No,
from
evening
Nomani.
dreaming. It's
Nomani
evening
has
time
said
now.
this.
You're allowed to dream. You're allowed to dream, I guess.
Nomani.
Okay, Mr.
This is the statement of Nomani. He said first defeat Mahayuti in Maharashtra, then central government will. I think Akhil Swami is taking advice from that Maulana who has created a crime, who has committed a crime in Maharashtra by asking for people boycotting. Because boycotting a particular section is a criminal offense in Maharashtra as per the 2017 Act.
अरे अनिल
So Akhil
देशमुख का
Swami
सिर
is
क्यों फोड़ा
saying the
भाई?
same thing.
अनिल
Akhil Swami
देशमुख
is
का सिर क्यों
saying,
फोड़ा?
like Nomani, you are talking like Nomani, sir. Are you trying to grab the attention that central government will fall? Why you are saying this? On what ground you are saying this, sir? Maharashtra election will decide the fate of the. And I am telling you, Mahayuti is going to
Rajiv. But the point here is that some are looking at what happened in the last 24 hours, perhaps a sign of nervousness. If at all, these were allegations that you have leveled against Supriya Sule, if you were aware of what was actually happening, why did you not put this out in public even before?
Sir,
was this some sort of a reaction to what happened to Vinod Tawde?
No, not at all. This issue is raised by an ex-IPS officer.
But the timing of it, Rajiv, the timing of it. The timing of it. Now, the fact is that now you could have cornered, if at all, if you believe, Rajiv. I'll stay with the numbers. While I stay with the numbers also, I think so we'll once again go back to the numbers, Abhishek. Before I do that, before I take our viewers once again, because in the next 10 minutes or so, a little more than 10 minutes, we're going to put out the Jharkhand numbers. But once again, region-wise, we're going to put out the numbers right now of Maharashtra. Western Maharashtra's number is going to be out right now. There you see right now on your screens. Clearly, as far as Western Maharashtra goes, there's again a close fight as we were indicating. 30 to 35 for the Mahayuti, 29 to 34, Abhishek, Western Maharashtra for the Mahavikas Aghadi. So there is one area where you see that there is going to be a close fight. We're going to show what's the numbers really like in Marathwada and a few other places too. Vidarbha is... let's put out the numbers for Vidarbha right now.
What are the numbers first?
And in Vidarbha, here you have the Mahayuti doing much better, 33 to 39, 19 to 24 for Mahavikas Aghadi. Just a quick point before I hand it back to you. Now, this is an area where the Congress was hoping, Abhishek, that they will do a much better performance here, because in the Lok Sabha, this was the area which was giving them the numbers. So clearly this hasn't really gone down well with them. Marathwada, 19 to 24 for the Mahayuti and 20 to 26 for the Mahavikas Aghadi. That's what it looks like as far as Marathwada. Thane and Konkan, let's move to that. Thane and Konkan, again, this is the bastion of Eknath Shinde. 23 to 28 going in for the Mahayuti, 6 to 13 going in for the Mahavikas Aghadi. Here too, setback for the Mahavikas Aghadi. Mumbai, 20 to 16 going to the Mahayuti, 9 to 15 once again for the Mahavikas Aghadi. So that's the breakup that's coming in right now. Finally, North Maharashtra, here you have again neck-to-neck fight, 13 to 19 going in for the Mahayuti, 14 to 21 to the Mahavikas Aghadi. So is there a possibility, slim possibility, Abhishek, that we are going to see what we saw last time, a hung assembly, and at the same time, switchovers that are going to take place, post-poll alliances?
Fairly possible in Maharashtra. As I said, Shravan, I began by saying that if I were a voter in Maharashtra, I would be confused. But it seems, Rajiv Pandey, going by these numbers, that vis-a-vis the general election results, the Mahayuti seems to have covered a lot of ground. What has changed in these 6 months? Is it Ladki Behan? Is it the kind of aggressive campaign? Is it Batoge to Katoge? What really worked to sort of swing your fortunes this way after the dip during the general elections?
There are two reasons. One, the biggest reason is that Congress party spread a false campaign and fake narratives that if BJP comes in power, they will scrap constitution and they will scrap reservation. Kaach ki handi bar nahi chadti. So people realize this is a utterly lie, and Rahul Gandhi is a habitual liar. So he said this. Now people have realized. So that is one aspect which is very important, sir. And on 23rd, if I am with you on show, you will remember this statement. This issue. Second, the scheme what we have brought, the kind of developments BJP has brought, that is the second point that has reached to the people, whether it is Ladki Behan Yojana or the developments in Maharashtra. 40 years back, Atal Setu was in their mind. Modi ji started the project and finished the project. Then you see Greenfield Airport near Mumbai. There are now Atal Setu. There is a new airport
Okay.
in Mumbai city.
Manasvi,
itself. So,
Manasvi.
third, last line.
Yeah.
The issue of security. Every year when Congress was in power, Mumbai was bleeded by Islamic terrorists in this country. Tell me which year a terrorist strike has not taken place in Mumbai and Maharashtra. Now last for 10 years, not a single terrorist strike, a bomb blast. I think all safety, security, development and removal of the false narrative has helped.
One
BJP.
wonders if everything changed only in the last 6 months is the question, Rajiv, the way Rajiv Pandey, you should be answering. But let's get in Manas. I'll come to you. We are having this conversation till 8 p.m. Manasvi, it seems that while it's sort of even Stevens insofar as the Jharkhand situation is concerned, at least in the case of MATRIZE poll, the Mahayuti seems to have a clear edge. Even in the PMARQ poll, the Mahayuti seems to have clear edge. And so how do you see this BJP covering so much ground from general elections and both in Jharkhand and Maharashtra seems to be having an edge over the Indy Alliance and the Congress party?
See, BJP is the largest political party in both the states now. Now, the advantage of BJP is the consolidation of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership and the confusion BJP has created, which is in the advantage of the BJP. The confusion they have created, specifically in Maharashtra, by dividing Shiv Sena, by dividing NCP. So the voters are confused. So the single largest party, by this division and confusion, which adds to the benefit of the BJP, is there, which is giving them a larger leg and a larger vote bank there, because it's the single largest political party, has divided Shiv Sena, have divided NCP, have taken members from Congress. It's BJP in Maharashtra is BJP without ideology, and this particular election most largely is going to be the first election of Maharashtra which is not fought on ideology, because it's a mix. All the political parties are a mix of NCP, Shiv Sena,
but Manasvi,
BJP,
can I just quickly come in, because if you see,
it's a battle.
Manasvi, now for the Mahavikas Aghadi also, Manasvi, just a quick point here. For the Mahavikas Aghadi also, if you see the rallies that have taken place, Abhishek, Rahul Gandhi technically has not really campaigned for the allies.
Yeah.
A question was basically asked to Rahul Gandhi as to why exactly there is no campaigning for the Mahavikas Aghadi. And it was restricted to only a few areas because of the kind of confusion over the chief ministerial candidate. And that is why the fight within the Mahavikas Aghadi was who exactly is going to be the chief minister even before the polls happen.
In Jharkhand, that confusion was not there.
See, there's one thing which we need to understand.
There also.
Can
So
I
you're saying
comment?
absent.
Why has Rahul Gandhi not campaigned?
Maharashtra and Jharkhand.
Why has Rahul Gandhi not campaigned?
Can I come in?
that you have made is a wrong poster.
Shravan, can I come in?
Yeah.
Poster is wrong.
Manasvi, yeah, we
In Maharashtra, the election is not between Mahayuti and Mahavikas Aghadi. The election is between Mahavikas Aghadi and Adani and Gujarat lobby.
now it's
Can I?
So,
Manasvi.
Gujarat lobby is
Are
not.
you sure?
On Adani, Sharad Pawar has something against it.
Should I get the quote of Sharad Pawar, what he said?
Adani oblique
You know what he
Gujarat
said?
lobby versus
Sharad Pawar
Sharad Pawar is not part of the
Marathi
NDA. Sharad Pawar is not part of the Mahayuti.
Marathi Manush
You know what Sharad Pawar
versus
said?
Gujarat lobby.
Okay, Manasvi wants to make a point.
Gujarat lobby is
Make a quick point at 7.
Haravi.
It's an issue unnecessarily created by Rahul Gandhi. He said that.
Okay,
Haravi.
quick point to Manasvi at 7 o'clock. We again, once again, put out the
Adani
numbers.
stakes
Put
are
out the
very
numbers
high.
once again for
Adani
Maharashtra
stakes are
in with the
very
next 10 minutes. Akhil Swabi, unlike others here at Republic TV, we are putting out the numbers fast. Maharashtra, we have already put out. 7 o'clock, we'll once again give you the full picture as far as Maharashtra goes. Manasvi, just a quick point. I'm going to take the numbers in right away. Manasvi, go ahead.
Percentage in Maharashtra would have been on the higher end. It would have been on the beneficial side to the Mahavikas Aghadi. But what has happened here is because the Karyakarta momentum of BJP is much stronger than any political party.
Manasvi, just
the
hold
lower
on.
vote percentage
Manasvi,
is
hold
going
on. Because I think
BJP
since our viewers are now also, many of viewers are joining in right now to see the numbers. Let me just once again put out the numbers for you. 2 polls we are putting out, PMARQ and MATRIZE. Let's first begin with PMARQ. This is what the vote seat projection looks like 137 to 157 for the Mahayuti, 126 to 146 for the Mahavikas Aghadi, 2 to 8 for the independents. Let's move to MATRIZE. MATRIZE gives 150 to 170. So the margin, as Abhishek was pointing out, it's quite huge. Error also we're going to put this out in a short while from now. Mahayuti 150 to 170, 110 to 130 for Mahavikas Aghadi, 8 to 10 for the independents. So this is what it looks like. But as far as MATRIZE is concerned, clear edge for the Mahayuti. Now let's go with the vote share projection of PMARQ. 42% for the Mahayuti, 41% for the Mahavikas Aghadi, and 17% for the others. Let's move to the MATRIZE vote share projection. There you would have a little, perhaps, clear edge to the Mahayuti, 48%, 42% for the Mahavikas Aghadi, 10% to the others. So clearly two polls clearly showing that the Mahayuti, Manaswi, has a clear edge. So it means somewhere down the line, perhaps the development projects that have been announced by the Mahayuti seems to be really working. And the Ladki Behna scheme, Abhishek, was something that the Chief Minister himself was really pushing very hard, because he believes that with this DBT really taking place, it's going to send across a message. And he says the promise was also made that it's going to continue. So does these schemes appear to have some impact, at least in the rural belt?
It seems sure to have had impact on the voting percentage, Shravan. It's interesting, we were discussing that while Jharkhand has voted with both its hands, Maharashtra has been lackadaisical. But it seems the voter enthusiasm might not be at par with Jharkhand. But I'm looking at the numbers from the Election Commission. Binay Singh.
They will revise it. They will increase by 10% by 11.
No, already. And I'm not comparing the present numbers. I'm saying in 2019, the Maharashtra voting percentage was 60.56%. That is 2019. This time it is 66% already, which means Maharashtra has voted about 5%.
The last one,
more.
around 7% they have added.
Yeah, so which means that it's not that bad, except for Mumbai perhaps, which is still below 50%.
Cannot be the barometer also.
Yeah.
It cannot be, as far as Mumbai is concerned.
Maharashtra has voted, the upper caste have not. That is why the percentage in Mumbai has gone down.
Oh, which pollster you worked with, Akhil Swami?
I am myself a pollster.
Short sellers.
Short sellers.
I am a Jyotishi also.
Jyotish, short sellers.
Pollster also.
Did you make the same prediction for Haryana?
Haryana?
What was your prediction then?
Exit poll, see, I mark my
No, what was your prediction? What was your prediction for Haryana? Did you say BJP is winning?
Man, listen to me.
Okay.
Exit polls means when everything is done, the voters have made their mind, they come out of voting.
What was your prediction for Haryana?
Every exit poll,
No prediction.
Okay, gentlemen, I think
What
so.
was
In
your
less
prediction
than
for Haryana?
we will not count
Okay, Binay wants
as
to
to
also
what
make a
Rajiv
point.
Agrawal has in mind.
Binay, quick
What
point.
was your
Not
prediction?
getting to Jharkhand right
do
now.
not know today what Rajiv Agrawal will do, because if the poll percentage goes up by 10%, in next today, right now it says 65%, tomorrow morning it says 75%.
First is Rajiv
And
Kumar.
he doesn't want to compare.
Get the name of the
Now the
election
numbers-
commissioner, right?
नाम में क्या रखा है अग्रवाल कुमार
why not?
नाम में कुछ नहीं
Why
रखा।
not?
Shravan, the common element,
If VVPAT and EVM votes are not tallied,
Akhil ji,
if
allow
the
Binay to make the
percentage
point.
goes up,
Maharashtra,
you are fighting against Sharad Pawar.
Akhil ji, 1 minute. Let's
Form
look at the
70C have
substantive
been
issues.
collected.
See,
and
the numbers are very
everything
clear.
will be open.
Akhil ji.
Shravan, the common element.
On Saturday,
इस बार बेईमानी नहीं चलेगी।
Just going by the vote
बेईमानी
projection
नहीं
right.
चलेगी।
Shravan, the common element in both Jharkhand elections and Maharashtra elections, that the share of Congress got 30 seats there and good seats in Maharashtra also. The Congress is going to be the worst performer in both the states.
Good that you mentioned.
And that's why.
Good that you mentioned. I have to bring this. Hold on.
विदर्भा में clean sweep है एनडीए की।
अखिल स्वामी सुन लीजिए।
विदर्भा में clean sweep है।
अखिल स्वामी सुन लीजिए।
केवल ठाणे एरिया को छोड़ के
fantastic.
बीजेपी हर जगह हार रही है।
Sweep, but we are discussing. Hold on.
in both states.
Hold on. Now, you made a point, Binay Singh. I'm giving you numbers. You see, vote percentage wise, the BJP gets 25% as per the PMARQ poll for Maharashtra. Okay? The Shiv Sena of Shinde faction gets 13%. The Shiv Sena of UBT gets 13%, which is 26% taken together. The NCP gets 4%, Ajit Pawar faction, and the Sharad Pawar faction gets 12%, that's 16%. The Congress gets 16%. So in effect, they are the smallest party effectively.
Congress will get 25%. Mark my words.
So BJP will get 50%.
15%.
BJP will get 15%.
15%.
Congress will get 125 or 25%?
25%.
Achha.
Congress will sweep Vidarbha, Marathwada, Western Maharashtra, the only place Mahayuti will take in.
You mark my words. Congress is going to be a disaster in both the states.
Okay, Manasvi also wants to come. Manasvi,
We'll come back
I've given you the full
23rd,
picture here.
but don't lose money.
No, hold on.
Akhilji,
Let,
You want to
let's
go
also get
party-wise,
quick
region-wise,
one.
we can do that. Okay, first Manasvi, then we go here.
Manasvi, you can come in.
No, I don't agree with Binay. I, on the contrary, believe that Congress will perform better than what they have performed in 2019. It would be a good journey for Congress in this election for sure. And Congress will play a very good role in Maharashtra's election for sure in terms of formation of the government if they get that opportunity. But there would be lots of Ayaram, Gayaram in this particular season of Maharashtra post the results are out.
Okay. So I think so we are ready with the Jharkhand numbers. Let's go with the Jharkhand numbers that first PMARQ numbers which are now out. Let's just take you through it. PMARQ's clear projection of 31 to 40 for the NDA. For the Indi, it is about 37 to 47. So once again, this is where it looks like, Abhishek, I'm not sure about the MATRIZE numbers which are in yet or not. MATRIZE numbers are also ready. Let's take you through the MATRIZE numbers.
Yeah, MATRIZE numbers are...
So as far as PMARQ edge for Indi, and as far as MATRIZE goes, 45 for the NDA and 32 for the Indi. So here you have once again MATRIZE clearly pointing out that it's going to be the NDA forming the government in Jharkhand. So, Binay, one poll says it is the Indi, and the other clearly giving an edge to the NDA. Tuhin Sinha is also joining us. Binay, just a quick
Shravan, the main there are two important points in Jharkhand election. One, the last time where the BJP...
But do you agree with these polls? Do you think the numbers are...
No. I think MATRIZE is correct with its numbers. The two important points in Jharkhand polls are that Santhal Pargana and Kolhan. So Kolhan in 14 seats BJP got 0, and in Kolhan this time BJP is expecting, and I think BJP is going to win more than 8 seats. They are going to win approx 8 to 9 seats in Kolhan. In Santhal Pargana also BJP is going to do wonders, where there were just only 4 seats. So a drastic change in the numbers, the winning numbers in Santhal Pargana and Kolhan, that is going to be a game changer this time.
Interesting bit, because you mentioned Santhal Pargana, and in a way the entire campaign of the BJP was focused on Santhal Pargana with Batoge to Katoge and the infiltration thing. You see, the numbers are interesting so far as MATRIZE is concerned. If you go for just Santhal Pargana, there are a total of 18 assembly constituencies, of which the BJP gets between 7 to 9, the JMM gets 8 to 10, and the Congress gets 1 to 3. ATSU gets 0 to 1. So, which means that despite all that campaign, high voltage, focused, but it does not seem to be giving dividends the way the BJP would have expected.
No, it's not like that. First you compare with the last time, the results, and the second is that the demography of that Santhal Pargana has changed drastically because of the Bangladeshi infiltration.
Tohen, you agree with Binay Singh that Santhal Pargana might not have delivered despite all the high voltage infiltration, Batoge to Katoge campaign of the BJP?
No, Abhishek, Jharkhand is going to witness one of the strongest anti-incumbency votes this time, and that reflects in the voting percentage. I don't know what is the latest figure. By the time the voting has ended, I'm sure it has crossed 70%, somewhere in the vicinity of 73, 74%. And that is only and only because of the vast anger against Hemant Soren government on all fronts. And mind you, I was there for 5-6 days on 2 occasions, in fact, in the last 1 month in Jharkhand. And the problem of illegal migration is not confined to the Santhal region. It has percolated down to every part of Jharkhand, including the cities of Ranchi and Jamshedpur. So that is a much bigger issue. Tribals this time will vote en bloc for the BJP, which would mean at least 8 to 9 seats in favor of BJP in the Santhal region itself. In Kolhan, we are making a big comeback.
Aditi,
Out of 14, 8 to 9 seats at least for the BJP. So I think in my estimate, it is 45 plus for the first time. And the strange thing about Jharkhand is that in the last 24 years, not a single occasion has a party crossed 45. This time we will create history. We will cross 45 very easily. That is my prediction from the close observations that I have of the elections.
Manasvi, come in.
I think this entire debate of Ghuspetias being in the Jharkhand is a made-up thing by the BJP. Logically, it does not make any sense because they are in center. They were in power 5 years back. Before 5 years, they have been there in the center and in the state before. And since now creating
there is a difference. I'll explain the difference.
Tuhin, allow me. So if the chief minister is responsible, what was the center?
Manasvi,
so let's not.
I've got your point.
So Tuhin, I'll come to you. Don't interrupt. Tuhin, I'll come to you. Let him complete. I'll come to you.
Let's not fool the voters of Jharkhand. Ghuspetia issue is not an issue of voters because that issue is on the contrary going to be against BJP because you are in center. The borders are before you under the home ministry and you are saying it is the chief minister Soren who's responsible for Ghuspetia. This has to be answered by the BJP, not by the chief minister of Jharkhand.
So that's a valid point to him. You see, the infiltration, if it happens, is not happening in Jharkhand, irrespective of the demographic change. If the infiltrators have come to him, they have come from Bangladesh, so they would have come to Bengal, they would have come to Assam. So that's the place where the infiltration happens to him, not in Jharkhand.
Armchair intellectuals like Manasvi ji need to realize that, illegal migration has been a problem which has existed from 1947. But why governments like JMM are directly complicit? Why? I'm explaining you. Why parties like JMM are directly complicit is because of the alacrity, because of the promptness with which they have tried to naturalize these illegal migrants by doling out Aadhaar cards, by doling out voter IDs.
And what
that
have
is
you
where
been
two
doing since
specific
11
state
years?
governments, TMC and JMM, are directly complicit. And in fact, all the illegal migration that is happening today is because of the laxity
failure of the central government wherein they could not prevent India's to come in our country.
Mamata Banerjee and Hemant Soren are two people who have acted as
Okay, hold on. Let's structure this. Manasvi.
You're still blaming the opposition while you are in power.
Manasvi.
There are two chief ministers.
Hold on. Pull back. Both sides pull back. Ratan Sharda is here. Pull back. I'll come to you. You have been speaking about at every turn. Ratan Sharda. No, I am strictly going by the India census numbers, official figures, right?
Exactly.
Ratan Sharda, the Muslim population, and we are talking about Santhal Pargana, Shawan. The Muslim population, which was less than 10% in 1951, stood at 22% in 2011 and might be 25% now. Now, that really gives you an idea of the kind of consolidation of the Muslim vote has happened in Santhal Pargana, about which the BJP has been talking about through the entire campaign. So it's not that the change of demography has not happened. But Ratan Sharda, the manner in which the BJP carried out the campaign, particularly that ad which was banned by the Election Commission finally, sort of gave an impression that it was attempting clear communal polarization, not just in Santhal Pargana, but in other parts of Jharkhand also.
Abhishek, just Ratan Sharda, I can just add the numbers. I can just add the numbers right now. Ratan Sharda, before you answer, just put out the numbers from these region itself, because now MATRIZE has put out region-wise numbers, and that perhaps we can take the conversation forward. Santhal Pargana, 18 assembly constituencies. BJP, the projection is about 7 to 9, 8 to 10 for the Congress. This is in Santhal Pargana.
Yeah.
Ratan Sharda ji. North Chota Nagpur, 25 assembly constituencies, 13 to 15 for the BJP. JMM 6 to 8. Chaibasa, 14 assembly constituencies, 4 to 6 to the BJP, 5 to 7 to the JMM. Ranchi, 15 assembly constituencies, 8 to 10 to the BJP, 3 to 5 for the JMM. And as far as Palamu is concerned, 9 constituencies, 6 to 8 for the BJP and 1 to the JMM. Ratan Shah, the Santal Pargana, as far as MATRIZE poll goes, it seems that their entire campaigning has found some sort of a resonance there.
See, what the figures tell to you, very bare figures about the rise in the population of illegal immigrants, marrying local daughters, converting them and taking over their land. This is all on the record. It is not something the BJP has invented. So when you have such figures, bitter figures in front of you, can't start shouting and claiming some kind of polarization. It is already there. And those who say, how did it happen? Remember when Bengal was full of people who got their ration card, their voter card from Bengal, they moved to Jharkhand. When they moved to Jharkhand, they moved to Santhal Pargana. It's not Santhal. It is Santhal, just for your correction. So when they moved to Santhal Pargana, because of lackluster attention of the governments, whether BJP or Congress, I will not today get into that. These people are able to marry local girls. These people are able to convert them and also take care of take over their land, etc. Because the land belongs to women there. This being the truth, naturally, when this is brought out by BJP, they will get the benefit of that particular polarization because drivers feel their identities under threat.
The polarization is there on the other side also. When you say vote jihad, it sounds bad, and that's why the likes of Akhil Swami jump in and say, how can you talk about vote jihad? I'll give examples of vote jihad, but we have poll of polls. Shravan, can you give the number? This is an average of PMARQ and MATRIZE, the two polls numbers, the poll numbers we are showing, Shravan. The average really gives you an idea with some clarity as to both in Maharashtra and Jharkhand, which side has an edge.
Both poll of polls, as far as Maharashtra goes, clear edge to the Mahayuti, 154, that's the projection if you look at the average of both the polls. 128 for the Mahayuti, sorry, I beg your pardon, it's 154 for the Mahayuti and 128 for the Mahavikas Aghadi. So both the polls clearly showing an edge as far as Mahayuti.
An average, if you average out the edges for the Mahayuti.
Clearly. That's
so NDA, not the Indi. Yeah.
Well, it does appear. As far as Maharashtra goes, it's a clear edge for the Mahayuti. Let's take you through the Jharkhand numbers now coming in. Jharkhand poll of polls is once again here too. The average in favor of the NDA, 41 for the NDA, 35 for the ND. Now here you have only had
that's a wafer's thin kind of edge actually, because 81 assembly.
So if you see PMARQ is given a clear edge to JMM Congress Alliance, and MATRIZE has given an edge to the NDA there. You have.
But I can see, Shravan, for both the pollsters and for both the states, there is an overlap. So there is a grey zone.
Absolutely.
And maybe that's because the pollsters sort of covering themselves just in case the results
error here too is also 3%, if I'm not wrong.
Sorry?
The error margin is also 3%. So that's
add to that the error margin. So obviously, they're just sort of playing safe. But Akhil Swami, we were discussing about the polarization aspect on which the BJP has really doubled down this time. But are you saying that it does not happen? I give you an example of Dhule Lok Sabha seat in Maharashtra, Akhil Swami. The BJP lost it by about 4,000 votes in general elections. Now look at what? The Dhule Lok Sabha seat has 6 assembly segments, of which in 5 the BJP had a lead, a total lead of 1,80,000 votes. Just in one assembly segment, which is Malegaon, the BJP had a deficit of 1,90,000 votes. All the votes went to the Congress party and the Congress won. So obviously that is what vote jihad is. You know why Malegaon votes so strongly towards the Congress party. That is vote jihad, clearly. It is happening. So if the BJP says vote jihad is happening, we have to do something to counter that. What's wrong with that?
Assembly constituencies also, each of the segments, there is a huge consolidation that has taken place in the Lok Sabha. At least
many such Lok Sabha seats. I give you example of one.
At least 9 such.
See, unintentionally, Abhishek, you made such a dangerous statement.
It's not. It's a statement of fact.
Let me speak. So you said that last 15 years, the Muslim population has doubled. And the central government, that means, and that is what I'm very certain about it, BJP is a anti-Hindu, anti-Sanatan party, and the tallest Rohingya in the country right now, who has been given the shelter in India, is Sheikh Hasina, who has been refused shelter by all countries in the world. And just
What are
because
you talking about?
Sheikh Hasina
This is not
had a contract with Adani, she has been given shelter here.
That's not rational. You see,
The Muslim votes, the Muslim population has grown up in last 10 years. That is what you said.
no, it's not that.
And Rohingyas have not settled only in Jharkhand.
No. Let me
They
come
have
back to the
settled
number.
in Delhi also.
Let me come back to the
They are
number.
in Rudrapur and Kashipur also.
No, let me come back
and
to the
there is a double engine sarkar there.
Let me come back to the number. You see,
Shahi, the imams' salaries have increased 3 times in Maharashtra by BJP. And you are not increasing
Tohin
the
answer
salaries
that.
of
Tohin answer that.
the Brahmins,
answer that.
the Brahmin teachers.
Tohin answer that.
Muslim imams, the salary has gone up by 3 times.
Answer that. Basically, Akhil Swami is saying you are swinging both ways.
Abhishek, what was the salary of the imams? It was a paltry 5,000. The demand had existed for the last 10 years. And that amount has been raised to 15,000.
You are pro-Muslim. You are doing Muslim appeasement.
Watchmen are earning more than that. Watchmen are earning more than that. So this is not appeasement.
No, it is appeasement. It is appeasement.
And it could have been accorded to anybody.
No, what is the argument?
No, it is not
I don't agree with
How
this.
is it appeasement? That demand was pending.
The watchman is not
That
getting his
demand
salary
was
from
pending.
the state
The
exchequer. The watchman is getting salary from the private sector, not from the taxpayers' money.
They are pro-imams. They are pro-imams.
From the taxpayers'
They are anti-Hindu.
It was an extremely paltry sum of 5,000, which has been increased because the demand had existed for the last 10 years.
Why not the Hindu teachers?
I'm very surprised.
Why not the Hindu teachers?
How is the India Alliance, which was openly flirting and hobnobbing with the ulema, they were taking support from the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, and they are accusing us of, appeasement.
You are doing
it's like
Muslim
the sun
appeasement.
rising from the west, and they get away
It's
with
amazing. Ratan
these
Sharma, you want to
shallow,
comment?
they get away with these hollow
You
arguments
are
on your show.
anti-Hindu. You are
Manasvi.
anti-Sanatan.
Manasvi, you see,
Hey,
Akhil
Abhishek,
Swami
he's saying-
Can I-
forever
Can I-
towards
As if I
leaning
need your
towards the Congress
certificate, Mr.
party,
Swami.
No,
accusing the BJP.
I'm anti-Gujarat lobby.
Accusing
I'm
the
not
BJP.
pro-Congress.
Okay,
I'm
you're
anti-Gujarat.
accusing the BJP of being
Can I-
pro-Muslim, of playing appeasement politics with Muslims.
Yeah, I
Can
don't
I
think
come in?
Tuhin should deny
Please
that.
come.
Since 10 years, this demand was there, and
Manoj,
10
spoke
years
for 1 hour.
back,
Can I speak for
2014, the
I'll come
BJP
to you,
came
Ratan
to power,
Sharma.
and it's okay. Tuhin should accept it. Yes, we increased the salary while the appeasement was not required between 2014 and 19. It was required only in the last leg of the 2024, and we increased it, and that is called appeasement politics. Why Tuhin is shy?
Okay, two panelists tonight are saying that the BJP has played appeasement politics and pandering to Muslim sentiment. Ratan Sharda, how would you defend?
I would like to make a few points before I get into this, muddy kind of discussion. First of all, in Maharashtra, there are 6 parties. Even 1% vote swing of one to other can lead to a difference of what seats have been predicted. I would not fall for any prediction as far as Maharashtra is concerned. Last exit polls have covered us as in glory. Media ate humble pie. So let us not fight over those numbers. I would say yes, a close fight. But as far as numbers are concerned, with 6 parties under 2 umbrellas, you cannot really predict how the things will go. The Muslim vote jihad has happened in 2024. It will happen again. And if the voting percentage increased in Maharashtra, it will benefit BJP. That is the bottom line. Coming to Jharkhand, we already talked about that. Now, a person to keep on ranking a professor level of person, keep on talking of Gujarat lobby, Adani lobby, it's very foolish, I would say. It's very poisonous because if you don't allow industries to grow, there were Tatas, there were Birlas, there were so many Ambanis, Adanis, they're already there. So you want India to fall into the trap of socialist policies where you will punish the industrialists who grow well. Adani is some of the hardcore, very, very important areas of the infrastructure where nobody has been successful. He has been able to get ports out of India, which are basically supporting India's ambition in the blue waters. But rather than appreciating that, every party has tie-up with Adani, whether it's TMC or Congress, to come in and shout Adani, Ambani, Gujarati lobby and all. I think this is very poisonous. We are creating very bad situation in Maharashtra. Most of the entries were shut down during Congress
just
rule.
a quick point. Just a quick point.
BJP, they were shut down by these people, and those people went to Pune. These people went to Gujarat. Now coming to this talk of appeasement. First of all, these particular salaries were increased for the people who were teaching non-Islamic subjects in the madrasas. One. Secondly, I do not agree that it was not appeasement, though I support BJP. Thirdly, when you talk of this kind of increase, when you talk of salaries of the peons and pujaris, have you thought of pujaris in the government-controlled temples like Tirupati and Kerala temples? Pujaris get less salary than the sweeper in those temples. Yes. Do you know that? 18,000 for the sweeper, 8,000 for the pujari, and if it takes dakshina from the priest, they will be charged with corruption. Yes. So there is something terribly wrong, but that is out of question now because elections are over. We will see what's happening. And for the as far as election is concerned, I would put my bet after the election, very frankly, because whatever numbers come, within those there are factions. So unless the Mahayuti gets a good majority, I look at a very unstable situation where somebody might jump the ship. I've said earlier also, I will not name, we know what is happening. So it is a good intellectual exercise to sit here and pontificate on the policies and aapne ye kiya, aapne wo nahi kiya. Point is, in Maharashtra, it is no more ideological warfare because the two ideological poles of Congress vis-a-vis Hindutva have disappeared. On both sides, you have got people who want to pander to Muslims. On both sides, people who want to talk about pro-Muslim policies. Both sides will support Waqf board, etc. So it's a very dicey situation, but it is not a good situation. And I'm very sorry that Shiv Sena and later BJP fell into the trap of trying to break parties and make governments. First, Shiv Sena did it. They spoiled the Hindutva atmosphere. Then we had NCP coming into BJP fold. It's a total confusion. We must admit it. So the results today are only an indication that people have woken up, that they made a mistake in the May of elections. They come out to vote, and you will see a difference in with rise of BJP's strength. And if BJP is going to get good votes, they are able to get near majority, then you will find everything is set down very well.
So Ratan Sharda, while the BJP particularly has spoken this election about what they believe is vote jihad, and it's a reality, they say, at least if you really look at 9 Lok Sabha constituencies, they put out
I'll
the
tell
data.
You, within Bombay itself, in Northeast, we had this vote jihad when one assembly segment, BJP person lost all the margins. Similarly, in my own area, Bombay Central, Mumbai Central, they lost the margin just one assembly constituency. What is there to hide? It is there in black and white. Why can't we agree to that?
The concern is, Ratan Sharda, the concern is,
come on social media very clearly instructing whom to vote for, what is the symbol.
No, the concern is the concern is not about the consolidation. The concern is about the way the consolidation is happening and what is basically triggering that consolidation, because you have one particular faction largely fear-mongering, and that is the reason why. First, what did they say? That we're going to take away the reservation. Second, what did they say? That if at all the BJP comes to power, the constitution will change. Do you believe that any of it will have an impact? Because somewhere down the line, people have also understood. Haryana was a clear example of the fact that people saw through all of this, saw through the false promises.
Going to BJP very, very clearly. Jharkhand go the BJP way as the voting percentage rises. Even in Maharashtra, the voting percentage increase. It is definitely favor of BJP because whatever votes were to go to MVA through polarization has already gone. I wrote an article saying that just 1-2% gain by BJP will see the result totally change.
Okay. Vijay, if I can also bring you in, for the Shiv Sena, it's going to be a tough task because one, you're talking about one party is still fighting for the legacy of Bal Thackeray. The second is with regards to who exactly takes forward the legacy of the Thackerays itself. So that fight in itself is going to create a lot of confusion.
First of all, I would like to tell you there is no confusion about who actually inherits the legacy of Bala Saheb. Bala Saheb is the Hindu Hriday Samrat for every Hindu who believes that he is a protector of Hindus and also the great Marathi Manus ideologue. So when I recently I heard about respected Uddhav Thackerayji is talking about that how can you keep my father's picture at your home and claim that it is yours. I'm saying whosoever takes Bala Saheb Thackerayji as his spiritual guru has every moral right to accept him as his guru. So what I'm saying is that this Vamshavad is actually destroying these India's demographic, India's
Vijay,
social
I'll
fabric.
just stop you here. Vijay, I'm sorry, I'll just interrupt because I think so the numbers are ready once again.
Yeah.
So let's just once again take you through the numbers coming in right now. The poll of polls, at least 2 polls that here at Republic TV. So it gives you a full picture, ladies and gentlemen. At 7:30 this evening, we are putting out the full picture, the poll of polls here too. Let's first begin with Maharashtra, 288 seats. The average basically for the Mahayuti is 154. So clearly both giving that edge to Mahayuti. Mahavikas Aghadi 128, that's the average if you take for both the polls. And once again, the breakup here. For the PMARQ, for 137 to 157, 126 to 146 for Mahavikas Aghadi. MATRIZE is giving a clear edge here. But once again, if you really look at the difference, 150 to 170. So that's quite a huge margin that you're really looking at. 110 and 130 for the Mahavikas Aghadi. So if you go by PMARQ particularly, there you have a close contest really emerging. Let's move on to Jharkhand. The numbers that are now coming in for Jharkhand, 81 seats. PMARQ 31 to 40. 37 to 47 to the India Alliance, giving an edge there to the Indi. And this is what it looks like as far as the average of both the polls. 41 for the NDA, Indi 37. This is for PMARQ and MATRIZE. So net for the NDA, in both the states, remember, it seems that they are ahead if you go by the numbers right now. As far as Mahayuti in Maharashtra is concerned, only one giving a close contest. So that's what the poll of poll is concerned. We're going to put up the numbers. There are more numbers coming in a short while from now. We're going to take you through the other poll of polls too.
Yeah, we in fact have some numbers. So for example, we have a Chanakya poll. We'll put it in a while, but we have Chanakya, for example, giving Mahayuti an edge in Maharashtra with 152 to 160 seats. And they are giving about 130 to 138 seats to MVA. Similarly, People's Pulse is giving 175 to 195 to the Mahayuti. And so if you do the poll of poll, like you did, Shravan, for PMARQ and MATRIZE, which we have brought, if you include the Chanakya and the People's Pulse, Mahayuti has a clear edge of getting about 165 seats in Maharashtra. And that's, I think, is our biggest takeaway coming out of this exercise. Maharashtra is the big state. Maharashtra is the trophy, so to say, with 1/4 of India's taxes coming from Maharashtra. And if the BJP is retaining, and the NDA is retaining, and the Mahayuti in Maharashtra is retaining the state, it's a clear indication that the BJP succeeded in turning around its own fortunes from June general election results. And let's try to understand, because that's the key story. Akhil Swami, you don't speak for BJP, but assuming that these numbers are right, what might have worked for the BJP?
The only thing is that the Maharashtra industries will go to Gujarat, and no industry in Maharashtra will remain. Every industry will go to Gujarat, and Adani ji will become the richest.
But Adani ji will come to Mumbai.
No, he will. See, even the Mumbai will shift to Surat.
Acha, okay. Now let's make it, because Manasvi stays in Ahmedabad. Okay. Because Manasvi stays in Gujarat.
Gujarat will get
Manasvi, going by these numbers, what do you think would have worked? Okay, hold on. What would have
10 years?
Okay, what would have Manasvi? You are in Gujarat. What would have worked for the BJP that it turned around its fortunes and the Mahayuti coming back to power in Maharashtra?
Only strong leadership and dividing NCP and Shiv Sena. That atmosphere of confusion among the voters have gone in the favor of BJP. That's the major point. In terms of leadership, yes, you have to give it to BJP. There's a strong leadership. The Karyakartas are there. That kind of momentum is in favor of the BJP. You can't take that away from them. And also a negative marketing against opposition political parties and dividing political parties has been the benchmark for BJP in winning election. And this Maharashtra election, more specifically, is on that front. That flank have helped for BJP.
Okay, Tuhin, if the NDA is winning in the manner in which it is, and as Shravan suggested that the NCP Ajit Pawar might not perform well, you think it's a baggage which you might be happy to leave behind?
No, I don't think, we are even contemplating that situation. We have been through thick and thin together for the last 1.5 years, at least from July 2023, and we will continue in this manner. I am sticking my neck out today and telling you that, the Maharashtra elections are really not as close as some of the media houses want to project it to be, because I think media houses, after the setbacks to your opinion polls in Lok Sabha elections and then Haryana elections, are playing it safe. I can tell you it's
165 is not close
because the fault lines have been very clear.
165 is a clear victory for the NDA and the Mahayuti.
After the Lok Sabha debacle, I think so. This is a.
I am saying that media houses. No, hear me out. I am saying that after the opinion poll setback for the media houses have started playing it safe and they are calling every election close. This one is not a close election. It is easily 160 plus for Mahayuti even at this stage, because the fault lines are very clear. We have had a very layered campaign. While we have focused equally on ideological issues, plus infrastructure issues, plus $1 trillion economy, the other side was only and only obsessed with the ulema, with the All India Personal Muslim Law Board, with Muslim reservation. They could not think anything beyond that. And plus, we all know that, every time you give them an opportunity, they wreak financial anarchy upon a state. The Himachal Bhavan, with the Himachal Bhavan being the latest example. And I was hearing Mr. Swami, I am just amused at his obsession. I am just amused at his obsession with Adani. Even on an exit poll debate, he only thing he can mention is Adani.
Okay.
This is how disconnected they are with the voters. This is how disconnected they are with the elections.
Abhishek, when Tuhin talks about ideology कहाँ है? You break Congress, you break NCP, उनके लोगों को आप अपनी पार्टी में ले लेते हो.
Rates of soybean in Maharashtra.
There is no ideology. Let's for the facts of the matter.
Arey Baba, the government has not decided the soybean rates, right?
It's not fought on ideology.
I think the fourth poll.
Markets decide.
What is the MSP?
Okay.
What does
I
the
just.
MSP mean?
Is there an MSP for soybean? Then the government,
Yes.
then the government would buy at MSP.
Abhishek.
No, it is not buying. It is not buying.
Abhishek, I think
The
so there are more
government
polls.
is taking money from
Numbers are now coming in.
and giving to Adani.
You got the Jharkhand number, Shaman?
I've just got the Jharkhand
Okay,
number.
let's look at the Jharkhand
fourth poll. Let's just quickly take you through. Chanakya is, as far as Maharashtra is concerned, is showing 152 to 156
Let's look at the
to the
Jharkhand
Mahayuti,
numbers.
and 130 to 138 to the Mahavikas Aghadi. That's Chanakya for Maharashtra.
Look at the Jharkhand.
Now, Jharkhand, they are showing about 25 to the NDA, 53 to the Indi. So here you have Chanakya. Chanakya is showing clear edge to the Indi in Jharkhand. The poll of polls, if you take an average of at least 4 polls, clearly
No,
showing
that's
the
axis
ND.
for Jharkhand. So Chanakya for Maharashtra is axis for Jharkhand. So
Okay.
if you look at this,
So the average is about 40 for the Indi,
Yeah.
and 39
for the Indi.
39 for the
That's
ND.
pretty
so
close.
it's very, very close as far
Ratan
as...
Sharda, it's not that kind of a sweep for Jharkhand, in Jharkhand for the BJP. It's 39 versus 40. So BJP is 1 seat behind the Indi bloc.
Abhishek, at least must stick to my statement that these exit polls are good intellectual exercise, buddhi vilas, as they call it in Marathi. So we can keep on talking. The sense on the ground is that that Jharkhand is going to BJP, and the sense on the ground is Maharashtra that Mahayuti is gaining. But I said, unless the gain is very big, the situation could be tight because of the so many factions being there. That is my statement. And these difference in when there are 6 parties, difference of 0.5%, 1% can change the entire situation. Small changes of votes, for example, in Mumbai, with the lower percent of vote and high percent of vote from a particular community, Congress Shiv Sena stand to gain. In other areas where people are coming toward BJP and the alliance is bound to gain. And on Jharkhand, I am very clear, BJP has a wonderful leadership. BJP has done very aggressive campaigning in Jharkhand. We had a listless chief minister who was in jail half the time. So this is definitely going to BJP. That's my gut feeling.
Ratan Sharda, since you are domiciled Punjabi in Maharashtra, you use the Marathi word, but even if you use the Punjabi colloquialism, shusha, for these exit polls, I wouldn't mind, because you see, we are not doing those.
One more thing. See, one more thing, because the Congress, the anti-BJP gentleman sitting here is talking Adani, Ambani. My family went to Gujarat in Surat way back in 72-73. At that time itself, the situation of the industry in Maharashtra was such that people wanted to get away from the trade unionism, get away from the murderous politics of unionism, and because of continued disruption by the government with various kind of attacks on the industry. Remember, Kirloskar was jailed. You forget that, and that is when the migration of the industry began. It has nothing to do with Adani. It has nothing to do with Ambani. It happened because this particular government was not keen on industry. It let Bombay rot, and that is the situation we see today. 30 years Shiv Sena Rajya in BMC. So the worst kind of infrastructure, worst kind of development.
Ratan Chadha, sorry to interrupt. I'll just stay on with us as we have Shiv Sena parliamentarian Milind Deora joining us. He's contesting from Worli. It's been a high-octane battle, at least in your constituency, Milind. Going by the poll of polls, your party seems to be well-placed. Mahayuti ahead of Mahavikas Aghadi, at least if you go by the 4 poll of polls.
Yes, thank you. And it's, I personally don't normally take polls with too many grains of salt. I tend to go on gut feel and go on a response you get from the public. And I do believe that the Mahayuti stands to gain. A lot of the losses that we encountered during the Lok Sabha election in Maharashtra have been corrected in the last 4 months or 5 months. So I'm very confident that this election will give us a good result. Now, in terms of numbers, I don't tend to speculate with those numbers, but I'm sure we'll come to power.
But Milind, the bigger challenge that your party is going to face, if the BJP turns out to be the single largest party, do you think Eknath Shinde will still continue as the chief minister? Because there is already talk within the BJP that they are going to perhaps push it further for Devendra Fadnavis.
Can I just advise you something which I said to another channel? Let's wait for 3 days. All of this will be clear. Nothing's going to change in 3 days. The people of Maharashtra have voted. It's in the EVM already. It's in the machine. It's locked, stored in a safe place. And that result will come to everyone and be before everyone on the 23rd. I'm very confident that this government alliance fought the election under Shinde Saab's leadership. So let's see what happens.
Milind, while Worli is known for its sea face, there is a face-off happening this time, and always you talk about Milind Deora versus Aditya Thackeray. In some ways, it's also a bit of a triangular contest. You think there could be some surprise element there, or you are sure with the kind of voting that has taken place today that it's not a triangular contest and that you might not face any trouble on that front?
Let's see. Let us see. I have not analyzed the voting as yet. I'll do that when I get off doing TV interviews.
Okay, so finally, who has Bala Saheb's legacy actually, since you are with the Shinde Sena and Aditya Thackeray has Bala Saheb's blood in him? I mean, that's a fact. So who has Bala Saheb's legacy this election, or who gets that?
I think this was quite clear in the Lok Sabha election, where my party's strike rate was higher than the strike rate of the UBT. And I'm confident this will be proven again in the Vidhan Sabha elections.
Milind, one final question before I let you go. There has been a bigger concern, the concern largely being about your alliance partner. The vote projection, the seat projection as far as Ajit Pawar goes is barely 4%, which does not augur well for the Mahayuti. And it could be the reason why you may find it difficult on Saturday. And that's the sense that many are getting right now. The Ajit Pawar could mean more trouble for you.
Honestly, with greatest respect to your profession, I don't trust exit polls. Let us wait and see. There's no point commenting on something which has been proven to be wrong so many times. What's the point of commenting on that? Let's wait for 3 days.
Okay. Thank you very much, Milind. We are hoping to see you back on Saturday as we go live from 6 in the morning, and fastest numbers there, Milind. Hopefully to see you back on Saturday. Well, in fact, let's just take you through the numbers right now on your screens. In a short while from now, Arnab Goswami will also be joining us as we put out the full picture here. Maharashtra numbers are out. Mahayuti has a clear edge if you go by the poll of polls. As far as Jharkhand goes, there it's a close contest with the Indi. At least some polls now showing that Indi is ahead as far as Jharkhand goes. Two polls that we are putting out, the numbers. We're going to quickly once again take you through the numbers. Abhishek, if you can just take it forward, I'll just perhaps just move there and take our viewers through the entire full view of the numbers that are coming in as of now. The poll of polls starting with Jharkhand.
Shravan, as you walk there, the poll of polls are giving a clear edge to the NDA, to the BJP in both the states. So if you take all the four polls taken together, Okay, let's look at the Jharkhand.
That's the four polls of poll, but let's first begin with the numbers that we are putting out right now. For Jharkhand, of the 81 seats, NDA projected to about getting 41, Indi 37. Now I'll just give a breakup. PMARQ is showing an edge to Indi 37 to 47, 31 to 40 to the NDA. MATRIZE is clearly hedging it for the NDA 45 seats and Indi 32 seats. Now that's the picture coming in from Jharkhand. Poll of polls, the other polls also clearly indicating that there's going to be a clear close contest. Let's move to Maharashtra. 288 seats, the average basically stands for 154. So it seems that Eknath Shinde, Devendra Fadnavis, Ajit Pawar ahead with 154. Mahavikas Aghadi 128. Let's divide this. PMARQ and MATRIZE. PMARQ shows 137 to 157 to the Mahayuti, 126 to 146 to the Mahavikas Aghadi. MATRIZE showing it to 150 to 170, clear edge to the Mahayuti, 110 to 130 to the Mahavikas Aghadi. Now that's how the numbers really stack up at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen. We are putting out the full number in a short while from now. The other also. Now before I take you through some more details of how Maharashtra really looks at right now, let's just once again go back and take you through the Maharashtra numbers. This is where it stands right now. That's the overall picture. 154, that's the average of the two polls. There are two other polls. We're going to put out the numbers in a short while from now. Overall picture clearly goes on to indicate that Mahayuti has been able to come back. There is a comeback that they are staging right now after the Lok Sabha debacle that we saw. Now, this is where it sees right now. This is the entire number that we are putting out as far as Maharashtra goes. Jharkhand too, there is a clear contest. Now, the big picture, the big takeaway, let's begin with that. As far as Maharashtra goes, Abhishek, it seems that from the debacle that they had in Lok Sabha, they've learnt their lesson. They've come together. They've made some major announcements post the Lok Sabha debacle, ensuring that the BJP actually takes the front seat. And it appears from the numbers that are coming in, the projection, it shows that the BJP is pulling the alliance. BJP is clearly pulling the alliance.
Of course, they act as, they do the heavy lifting, Shravan, and the fact that they are contesting on the maximum number of seats, 148, 149. So obviously, a lot rests on how many of those seats contested they convert into their wins. And going by these exit polls, they are actually getting roughly the same number of seats that they had in 2019 elections, which means they have managed to pull themselves back. Because if you look at the BJP numbers, project the Lok Sabha numbers, assembly constituency-wise, the June results suggest that the BJP would have got 60 assembly seats. And now if they're getting 100 plus, that's clearly indicative of the kind of ground that has been covered in the last 6 months.
Right. Tuhin, if you see the numbers of the four poll of polls, there is a clear edge. But again, many would say that somewhere down the line, the fear would be, at least in some areas, that you may not have performed that well, particularly in Marathwada being one such. If you go by both the projections there, it seems it's a tough task there. And also in Vidarbha, where the Congress may have some sort of an edge there, Tuhin.
Well, as far as Vidarbha is concerned, let me tell you, BJP is way ahead of Congress party because, you know, in Maharashtra, you could break the contest into many contests. So in fact, in Maharashtra, BJP versus Congress was one part of the contest. Eknath Shinde's Shiv Sena versus UBT was the other part of the contest. And Sharad Pawar's NCP versus Ajit Pawar was the other part of the contest. Now, as far as Congress and BJP are concerned, BJP is likely to win at least 75% of the seats that we are contesting directly against the Congress party, and Congress party will be thrashed very badly in these elections because, you know, the kind of canards that they had spread with regard to constitution in 2024 Lok Sabha elections, even the voters are livid with their lies, even the voters are livid with their falsehood claims. So I think, you know, Vidarbha will be a very important part for BJP. It will see a direct fight between BJP and Congress party, and the BJP will be ahead. But having said that, you know, all these opinion polls, since they have not exactly been correct on 2 previous occasions, my sense is obviously that, you know, BJP will score way above what they are predicting today. But let's see, wait for 23rd.
And in the case of Jharkhand, given the fact that it's so neck to neck, in fact, in just about a minute's time, we are throwing the Jharkhand numbers again.
It's out. We
Okay,
put out the
Jharkhand
numbers.
numbers are out on the screen, and these are poll of poll numbers for Jharkhand. The poll of polls suggests that it's a tie.
It's a tie.
It's kind of dead heat, as they say in the United States, 39 each for the JMM-led alliance, the Indie bloc, and the BJP-led alliance, NDA, which has AJSU as an alliance partner.
Right.
So PMARQ says 31 to 40 for the NDA, MATRIZE says 42 to 47, Axis, my poll gives 25, so Axis is actually...
Abhishek, if I can just ask you a question with regards to Jharkhand, if the numbers with the way it looks right now, you still have a few smaller parties up for grabs. Does that mean that there's a clear edge for the BJP there? Do you have the other
I don't think there are many smaller parties, Shaman. AJSU is with the BJP, and the RJD, JMM and Congress form a solid bloc. But Tuhin, you think there is a tie or the BJP is losing? So Jharkhand, you think, is going not coming your way?
No. You know, Abhishek, one of the trends which I have observed through most of these exit polls is that they tend to play it safe. They rely heavily upon past precedents.
In that case also, the JMM might get more seats. If the polls are conservative, they are conservative for both the sides, maybe.
No. It's a fact that in the last 24 years, you know, no party has got 45 seats, even 45 seats out of 81 till date. But for the first time, I'm telling you that the level of anti-incumbency is so strong, it is so sharp on the ground over here that for the first time, a party will win more than 45 seats, and it will be the BJP. And that also shows, you know, traditionally, a higher voting percentage happens when there is a change of government, and I think I don't know the final voting percentage in Jharkhand would be in the vicinity of 75%. Okay. Even by that logic,
I know there is a lot of pessimism
at this point of time.
Tuhin, I understand there's a lot of pessimism towards exit polls, but this is where the numbers really look like. The real numbers are out on Saturday, but we'll step into a short break. There is a lot of excitement as Arnab joins us in a short while from now, in less than 10 minutes from now. Arnab Goswami joining us on the big picture really coming in. What really happens as far as the national picture? If this is what the numbers are like on Saturday, what is it going to be for the Indie? Because they were really hoping that with Haryana, they would have got Maharashtra too. And if at all it would have gone that way, perhaps, you know, it's gung-ho moment for them.
We don't know, but the pessimism for the pollsters might not be misplaced, Shawan. And on that note, slipping into a short break on the other side, Super Prime Time Max with Arnab Goswami discussing the exit polls and the national picture at 9 p.m. Be right back.
Director, the taste of success.
Co-powered by MATRIZE, passion for nutrition.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Co-powered by MATRIZE, passion for nutrition.
Tennis bids goodbye to one of its brightest stars as Rafael Nadal, the 22-time Grand Slam champion, gears up for his retirement at the conclusion of the Davis Cup 2024. With 92
दुनिया की कोई ताकत अब कश्मीर में आर्टिकल 370 की वापसी नहीं करा सकती।
कांग्रेस 370 को पुनः लाना चाहती। कौन बोले भाई, कब बोले?
हम फटे थे तो कटे थे, एक रहेंगे तो
कटाकट झारखंड की महिलाओं के बैंक अकाउंट के अंदर 2,500 रुपए।
2-2.5 साल में हम लोगों ने इतना काम किया है कि ये 20 सालों का भी एक भी काम ये नहीं गिरा सकते।
23 तारीख को हेमंत सोरेन एंड कंपनी विदाई ले रही है।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Co-powered by MATRIZE, passion for nutrition. Co-powered by MATRIZE, passion for nutrition.
Have a clear edge? Mahayuti comeback possible? Arnab live with Maharashtra numbers, debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Director, the taste of success.
Co-powered by MATRIZE, passion for nutrition.
clear edge? Mahayuti comeback possible? Arnab live with Maharashtra numbers, debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Republic leads and the Bitcoin bomb has got really, really big, and the only network breaking the big story live.
यदि दावा है कि ये प्रदेश अध्यक्ष नाना पटोले जी की आवाज है, यदि यह दावा है कि सुप्रिया सुले जी की आवाज है, तो वो लोग जिनको बड़े लोग कह रहे हैं, वो बड़े लोग कौन हैं?
Just 1 hour, there are 3 tweets put out by Supriya Sule. This is the first where she says, I deny all the allegations leveled against me by Sudhanshu Trivedi. All this is conjecture, innuendo, and I'm ready for a debate.
Jharkhand polls. India losing another state? Does BJP have enough momentum in Jharkhand? The Jharkhand poll of polls with Arnab debating tonight at 8:30 p.m.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, the votes have been cast in Jharkhand, in Maharashtra, in Uttar Pradesh, where the by-polls have been held, in Karnataka, and now it's time, since all the polls have been held, and we have the date of the results on the 23rd. So on 23rd, we start our counting day program, and on the 23rd, by about 11 o'clock, you will have a clear sense of who's forming the elections in the second round of state elections since the general elections of May 2024. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have the exit poll results with me. And I'd just like to start with a few comments before we go into these issues in a little bit more detail. Maharashtra seems to be clearer than Jharkhand is my first point tonight. People are sort of hedging their bets on Jharkhand. PMARQ, I have, for example, there's no clear trend that you see as far as Jharkhand is concerned. One poll says that the Congress-JMM alliance is a slight edge. Another poll says, I just saw the results of the Axis My India poll, and they are saying that the Congress-JMM alliance is a huge edge. Then you have the MATRIZE poll, which is now saying something completely different. The MATRIZE poll says that this time the BJP will do remarkably well. Now, viewers, who am I going to put my money on? None of them, because all of them have got it largely or partially wrong the last time. Is there a clear direction in which the polls are talking in Jharkhand? No. But one sense I would get is that the worst of the polls, or rather the PMARQ poll, which is a conservative poll as far as BJP's chances on Jharkhand, even that poll is saying that the BJP's vote share at 33 to 34%, would more or less remain constant. The MATRIZE poll says that the BJP is going to get 11% positive swing, whereas the Axis My India poll says the Congress-JMM is going to sweep. So, do I have a clear sense of Jharkhand as per the polls? No. It's been a very keenly fought elections. issues of infiltration have come up. There has been a lot of polarization. You have fantastic poll managers like Hemant Sarma who have been sent by the BJP. The results are not clear right now. And so if you see the poll of polls on Jharkhand, you'll see it not really taking a line. The situation is different in Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, it is now being said, largely, ladies and gentlemen, in Maharashtra, that the Mahayuti, that is the BJP-led alliance, is very much ahead. The 4 or 5 takeaways that I have from the Maharashtra exit polls is, one, that out of the 2 Shiv Senas, if you can call them that, between the Eknath Shinde Sena and the Uddhav Sena, it is quite clear that after these results, the Eknath Shinde Sena is the Shiv Sena, much larger than the Uddhav Sena as per most of the exit polls. The BJP clearly comes out as the single largest party. If you look at the average numbers, I was just seeing the average numbers in the poll of polls is showing a clear victory with 162 seats for the Mahayuti. This means, as per the poll of polls, the BJP and Eknath Shinde, they should be able to form the government even if Ajit Pawar is not there. That will be a huge relief for the BJP, given the fact that Ajit Pawar is neither here nor there. Also, Ajit Pawar himself becomes a very small factor. His, while MATRIZE says he gets 6% vote share, PMARQ says he gets 4% vote share. So on an average, a small factor, a little bit of an insignificant player, unless it's a hung house, which does not look likely right now. He's not going to be important. He could be important if it's totally hung house, because he can swing both ways, Ajit Pawar. He can go with Pawar, he can go with the BJP. He's not one man to be trusted. But it is not the entirely hung hung assembly situation that some channels have been projecting. Maharashtra is not hung. Maharashtra, as per the exit polls, is going very much with the Devendra Fadnavis, Eknath Shinde combination. And as far as Jharkhand is concerned, that is where it's really in the air. I think we'll have a little bit of a twist in Jharkhand when the results come on Saturday. So that's the way I overall look at it. I have my debates today. First, we'll talk about Maharashtra. Then we'll very, very quickly move on to the numbers from Jharkhand. And ladies and gentlemen, finally, at 9 to 10, what I like to do, I like to look at the national picture in terms of the overall result that is emerging. What can we really interpret in terms of the national picture, given the trends we have seen since June 2024. So it's going to be a comprehensive program, and here are the headlines this Wednesday evening on the Debate Tonight. Exit polls of PMARQ and MATRIZE project say that the Mahayuti is winning over 160 seats in Maharashtra. The Mahavikas Aghadi is projected to win about 120 seats. Neck-to-neck battle being projected in the smaller state of Jharkhand as exit polls are split on the verdict. Can the NDA make it with a double win in the last election of 2024? With the exit poll numbers out, India awaits to see batenge to katenge pitch and the ek rahenge to safe rahenge pitch in Jharkhand and Maharashtra has worked for the electorate. All eyes are on the national picture in the 2024 election grand finale. Now, this has been one of the most controversial election campaigns in recent times. Ladies and gentlemen, every exit poll is indicating that there is going to be a very, very good and solid Mahayuti comeback in Maharashtra, which means the BJP Eknath Shinde combination is going to come back strong. But will the margins be big enough to get a clear mandate? And can the two parties form the government even if Ajit Pawar, who's seen as the undependable ally in the combination, is either out or refuses to play ball? It's not just a battle of survival for the Shiv Senas and the NCPs, it's the national big picture which will emerge from Maharashtra and Jharkhand.
A turbulent term, party is broken, family is split. It's been a chaotic last 5 years in Maharashtra. The campaign has been electric and controversial.
It's a big case, big people are involved. Let me call you and explain you, sir. ये 5 उंगलियों वाला पंजा इन 5 सवालों का जवाब नहीं देता है आकर, तो आप ये समझ लीजिए कि ये साफ प्रदेश और देश की जनता ये समझ सकती है कि ये पंजा किसके लिए क्या कार्य कर रहा था।
From the rift in Mahayuti over Dawood-linked politician Nawab Malik, the run-up to the Maharashtra polls has been nothing but exciting. Exit polls are out, and they project a win for Mahayuti comprising BJP, Shiv Sena under Eknath Shinde, and Ajit Pawar's NCP. According to the PMARQ numbers, Mahayuti could win between 137 to 157 seats, while the MVA is projected to clinch 126 to 146 seats. The MATRIZE projections are higher for Mahayuti, projecting 150 to 170 seats for NDA allies. MATRIZE projects the MVA anywhere between 110 to 130 seats. The Mahayuti is ahead, but can the allies be trusted? Will Ajit Pawar stay loyal?
मुझे विश्वास है 2.5 साल में जो महायुति ने काम किया है, जो कल्याणकारी योजनाएं, जो विकास, उसके बलबूते पे आने वाली सरकार जो है मजबूत पंपिंग मेजॉरिटी की ये महायुति की होगी।
आघाड़ी की सरकार जरूर आएगी और जैसे वहां दिल्ली में अपना प्रधानमंत्री बैठेगा, मैं आपको वादा करता हूं, आपको वचन देता हूं, जितना लूटा हुआ मुंबई और महाराष्ट्र का वैभव है मैं वापस मुंबई और महाराष्ट्र को दे दूंगा।
बारामती के लोगों के ऊपर और वोटर के ऊपर मुझे पूरा भरोसा है, विश्वास है। अच्छे वोटों से वो मुझे जिता के 8वीं बार असेंबली में भेज देंगे।
Has the Hindu unity call been a game changer?
Sen. Let's move fast, please. Avoid the long shots tonight. Thank you. I have with me Shawan Sen and Sucharita Kukreti with me tonight. We have GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP, Raghu Wagmare, national spokesperson of the Shiv Sena. Namaskar. He's from the Shinde group, Eknath Shinde group. Vivek Silas of the Samajwadi Party. All right. And we have Saurav Ganapate, is a political analyst. So let's start. Okay. So how are you reading this? GVL, how are you reading this result? Maharashtra seems to be going your way, but the polls are not clear about Jharkhand. So how are you reading first Maharashtra and then Jharkhand?
Arnab, good evening to you and all the panelists and all the viewers. Not certainly based on these exit poll trends or results. Based on the grassroots level feedback, the BJP is confident of a big majority.
Did I just lose the link there? His video froze, production problems as usual.
Election trends compared to the Lok Sabha polls.
Yeah.
Because certainly the kind of propaganda about a constitutional, about changing the constitution had a negative impact on our prospects in Lok Sabha polls. But in these elections, certainly development and welfare are the principal narratives, and we win on the basis of these on the basis of this narrative. In Maharashtra, 10 years of governance, a double-engine sarkar has actually got this momentum going for us, and certainly, and I see actually a homogenizing effect in these elections because Maharashtra, different regions exhibited divergent trends in the past, but in this election, we certainly see some kind of a unifying effect or a leveling effect, which is helping to reduce the geographic divides, the demographic divides, the welfare schemes for women, welfare schemes for various sections of the society, how poverty alleviation or reduction has happened on a massive scale in Maharashtra, how various schemes of the have been implemented effectively on the ground and complemented by the state government. For example, a scheme like the PM Kisan Samman Yojana, where central government contributed 6,000, state also contributed 6,000. How state experienced an all-round development.
One more elections over, GVL. Look at the analysis here. 1 minute before Shawan comes in, Shawan's coming in right now. Before Shawan comes in, Sucharita takes over. I'll go quiet for 5 minutes. I'll see how you people take it over. You know, only thing I'm saying here is, viewers, even the most conservative, point to note, Shawan and Sucharita, the most conservative poll on Maharashtra, even that poll, is saying that it's a BJP sweep.
Absolutely.
How is it a BJP sweep? There are 288 seats. Halfway mark is 144, 145. The most conservative poll, PMARQ, is saying 147. The most optimistic poll on an average people's pulse is saying about 185. So either which way, BJP is coming back strongly in Maharashtra. Over to you, Shravan.
Chandrasekhar, one thing is settled. Shiva Sena is now Eknath Shinde. All the polls are making it very clear that the numbers are with Eknath Shinde.
See, these are all opinion polls. Well, I'll congratulate and otherwise also the persons, the candidates will be winning and also will be doing the same on 23rd. We are coming into power and let us not go into controversy who will win, who will lose. Because we are not personally having any agenda. It's a political agenda. A person loses or wins. So there is nothing called any personalized agenda against anyone. We believe that we are going to form the government because these opinion polls have been continuously making certain kind of narratives that BJP is winning anywhere or somewhere. But we don't believe in this narrative. And we know
that's precisely we are showing a poll of polls. That's precisely we are showing a poll of polls. We're showing different polls, and they all seem to be reflecting the same thing.
See, these are.
I would completely understand your idea of dismissing the polls. You can very well do that. We can wait for the 23rd. But if these polls seem to have a certain sentiment of truth on the 23rd, it is very clear that the legacy of Bala Saheb Thackeray now goes on to Eknath Shinde.
To the original result.
No, the point is, you see, Chandrasekhar Azad, I'll tell you. Chandrasekhar Jha, you see, you can live on sympathy factor for some time. Ho gaya sympathy factor, over. There was a little sympathy factor. People felt he's a weak kind of fellow. He cries, he needs support. But that's over now. Sympathy factor is not taking you further.
We don't
now, Ramesh Sabarwal opening the debate right now. Should we open the debate? Should we open the debate? If the BJP wins Maharashtra, then everything over for you.
Definitely, if the Kala Jadoo prevails in Maharashtra also, the legacy of Thackeray ji, the legacy of Congress party who has given so many chief ministers, Sharad Pawar ji, I can't believe. But if a Kala Jadoo of Modi is continuing, then we can't do. ED has did it today in the morning.
Bala Saheb never wanted Congress for anything to do with the Congress party.
People of India
what Bala Saheb legacy are you talking about?
And against the undeclared emergency, undeclared military rule of in the country. If these things are happening every state to state, very shameful, you know. We believe that we'll win. That's it. We believe the people of Maharashtra will give us the vote.
In your best of times also, Ramesh Sabarwal, the Shiva Sena in the best of times have not got more than 60 seats.
And if you lose, democracy is in risk.
In the best of times
I think losing Maharashtra is going to be very, very major here. Everything is up in the air for Maharashtra. Big state, full national picture. It sets the stage for the UP elections round, sets the stage for Delhi as well. So you have a lot at stake out here. So Mr. Sabarwal, just cool it. Don't worry about it. I want Dr. Raju Wagmare to look at the numbers we are projecting. He's from the Eknath Shinde Sena and tell us what he thinks about it. If I look at these numbers, what's the story for you, Dr. Wagmare? And the story is very simple, that you become the clear inheritors of Balasaheb Thackeray's legacy, Dr. Wagmare. There is no doubt about it. Dr. Wagmare on the left, please. Thank you. No. Dr. Wagmare on air, please. Thank you.
If you look into the Lok Sabha numbers also, we got our strike rate around 47.5%. We got the number of votes also very high. And if you see the voters in the Lok Sabha, the other UBT, Shiv Sena and the other Congress, they came with a fake narrative about talking bad things about reservation, talking about constitution can be changed. And in that, the UBT got vote share from the Congress in the sense that the Muslim community was completely voting UBT on 100% basis. And still they couldn't reach the numbers what they're supposed to reach. Our voters are completely Hindu Hriday Samrat Balasaheb Thackeray's voters. Our voters are original Shiv Sainik. Mr. Uddhav Thackeray and UBT has been confused that which way they have to go because they cannot go on development because they don't have vision and wisdom about development when they was there in a power. And our Mr. Eknath Shinde, when he became CM, the whole Maharashtra went on a speed of development everywhere because before we joined the power, everywhere there was a speed breaker formed by the UBT and the Mahavikas Aghadi.
Yeah.
Our leader came, we took out all the speed breaker, we took everybody with us along with the infrastructures, along with the social welfare schemes, and we took everybody with us. Even the Muslim Mahila was with us on the Mukhyamantri Ladki Bahan Yojana. If you look into the numbers, there was a huge numbers and they was ready to tie Rakhi to our CM. So we took everybody on development. We took everybody, each and Arnab, each and every family members of any family has been given something from our government and Mr. Eknath Shinde.
No,
so
but the Congress and
gave-
Uddhav were so pro-Muslim. What happened to that? You know, this pro-Muslim card, Ramesh Sabarwal, you're a pro-Muslim party. Have Muslims also deserted you?
Absolutely.
We don't believe in it.
Arnab, the Muslim also deserted him because today only All India Muslim Ulema Board has been appealed to all Muslims that they shouldn't vote Mr. Uddhav Thackeray because Uddhav Thackeray cheated them. So that came out from the All India Muslim Ulema Board. So the Muslim also deserted him because he cannot do anything for anybody.
The tragedy here is neither is he getting the Hindu vote, Vivek Salas, neither is he getting the Muslim vote. And you should be very worried about this as well because I don't know if you've seen the results in Uttar Pradesh. Can I run the Uttar Pradesh graphics on it? In Uttar Pradesh also, if you see the numbers in the bipole, Mr. Silas, Yogi is way ahead. I don't know all the polls, we'll run them on air right now, but I know the PMARQ poll, fairly conservative, showed 7 out of 10 to the NDA. If Yogi gets 7 out of 10 in the UP bipolls, then you're finished. Then 2027 is also out of your hand.
First, let me correct you, Arnab ji. There are only 9 seats that are on poll. The Bharatiya Janata Party did not have the guts to fight the Ayodhya seat. They didn't have the guts to fight there. So we are fighting only on 9 seats. In spite of all the rigging and what we saw, the Election Commission had to suspend 7 police personnel because they were creating a hindrance. They were not letting...
the majority of seats have gone for Yogi. Out of the 9 seats which had won for the bipole, viewers, important point to note. You see, the whole issue was Uttar Pradesh has gone out of the BJP's hand. That was the narrative, Sucharita,
yes,
in June. Now, out of these 9 seats which have gone for the bipole, 3 were with BJP in 2022. Only 3, Sucharita.
yes.
But this time they are saying BJP will get 6 or 7.
And very
what does that
interesting-
mean? You've been analyzing this on your own program.
And a very interesting point is that there was a slash of violence in Kundarki. That seat where Akhilesh Yadav made posts on X saying that people are not being allowed to vote. That seat has seen the maximum vote percentage today in UP.
Which shows that there is Hindu vote consolidation.
Yes,
perhaps?
it definitely shows that. And
See,
also
be worried about that. Muslim भी आपके साथ नहीं है, Hindu भी आपको छोड़ रहे हैं. समाजवादी पार्टी और उद्धव ठाकरे की सेम परिस्थिति.
It's the same situation, exactly.
You know, Arnab, I would like to remind you, we were debating in 2024 general elections, and fortunately GVL is here with us today. He was there on the show, and I said that the Samajwadi Party and the Congress would be getting more seats in Uttar Pradesh than the Bharatiya Janata Party, and he told me that you are daydreaming. You should not dream. I added further that we are going to win. I added further that we are going to win Ayodhya. No one was ready to believe it and believe that, but When the results came out on the 4th of June, it was all...
Let's move
Yeah,
on.
go on. Sucharita, go on.
Yeah, why are we stuck on Ayodhya? Let's just talk about those 9 seats that have gone to polls today. Let's just talk about that. And the figures that are showing, I've been saying that again
He
and again.
doesn't want to talk. Look this way. He doesn't want to. No,
If you don't want to
Sucharita,
believe...
he doesn't. No, 1 minute. Sucharita, Samajwadi Party should be nailed today. They don't want to talk about the result. I am telling you.
I was just coming to that.
Fulpur, Uttar Pradesh, Fulpur.
I was just coming to that.
Yes.
I was just coming to that. The Samajwadi Party is going to do exceptionally well, and in spite of all the riggings, in spite of all the hindrances caused by the Uttar Pradesh police, the Samajwadi Party will win at least 7 seats. 7 out of 9.
Already created a narrative.
Arnab, just remember my words. 7 out of 9.
Your words.
We'll debate on the 23rd.
And if 6 or 7 out of 9 go to the BJP, then what?
We'll accept it.
You'll accept what? That you lost 2027.
You should also accept it. If it goes to the Samajwadi Party, you will say that you were wrong.
If 7 out of 8... No, the exit polls were wrong. The exit polls were wrong. I'll say the exit polls.
All exit polls are being wrong. In 2024, you were giving 400 seats to the Bharatiya Janata Party. What happened?
GVL saying something here. Please don't forget what happened in Fulpur. That seat was won by the BJP in 2022. The BJP is expected to retain the seat, but with a strong competition. The BJP has an edge on this seat. Samajwadi Party did not field Mustafa Siddiqui from the seat that he contested in 2022. He lost the seat by a margin of 2,732 votes. Please never forget. Get up in the morning and remind yourself, जहाँ पे जीत रहे, slim majority से जीत रहे. थोड़ी सी Hindu consolidation हो जाए तो Samajwadi Party is out of the game. So the only thing, your hope should be that Hindus don't consolidate. But अगर एक है तो safe है.
it's not.
बटेंगे तो कटेंगे. If this catches on among the people, you will lose.
You want to say it's only the Muslims that are voting us?
I'm saying Hindus are not voting for you.
The India Alliance got 43 seats out of 80.
Are you not a pro-Muslim party?
No.
Are you not a pro-Muslim
party?
Not
at all. Who says that?
Of course, you're a Muslim first party.
No.
You're a Muslim first party.
No.
Are you for the uniform
majority
civil
of
code?
Hindu voters
Are you for the uniform civil code? Are you for a uniform civil code? Are you anti-hijab? Are you pro the ban on triple talaq? What's your line? Are you anti-nikah halala? You don't speak about... No, of course. One minute. I'm very clear on this.
Don't fire.
I will fire because you need to understand this is a very important result in Uttar Pradesh. You want me not to report on this, Mr. Silas?
Then you should report. Why not?
Reporting it.
But your report should be correct and up to the mark. That is what I want to say.
I'm only looking at the exit poll numbers.
The same
But
thing you were
आपको कहीं
saying.
लग रहा है कि the whole national picture हाथ से निकल रही है अभी? GVL, are you feeling that you're getting the national picture back?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The propaganda against the NDA, against the central government, the misinformation campaign that they ran during the Lok Sabha elections may have given them temporary results. But today, the people of Uttar Pradesh, people of Maharashtra, people of Jharkhand, and earlier people of Haryana have given a resounding rebuff to the so-called India Alliance. I think this is a reality check between the cup and the lip. I think, will Mr. Cyrus accept? If you indeed lose 7 out of 9, I expect even better result for the BJP in Uttar Pradesh. But let's say if you lose a majority of seats in Uttar Pradesh, will you accept that you are out of contention for 2027? That's a reality. Whether you accept or not, that's bound to happen. The Samajwadi Party is only breathing oxygen. You're in the ICU in Uttar Pradesh.
What are you breathing? Polluted air?
Congress Party.
We are breathing oxygen. What are you breathing?
Okay, Saurabh on the debate. Saurabh on the debate.
Let's just get Saurabh into the debate. Saurabh, what is the trend? The trend seems to be very clear. What we are seeing through these polls, very clearly all those fatwas, all those vote appeals that were made to the Muslim community, which seem to be a trump card for you, have really not worked. It seems that they've really backfired. The Maratha votes, have they dented the Maratha votes? It really seems to be like that. Have they dented the Maratha votes? Have they dented the Hindu votes?
Most importantly, first of all, suppose if we consider these particular exit polls, there are many people who are banking on the disastrous anticipations in the Haryana exit polls. I want to tell you one thing, frankly. In Haryana exit polls, what went wrong was not the BJP vote share in the exit polls. BJP vote share was 1 or 2% more than the exit polls. But the problem was that whatever they were projecting about the Congress vote share, that majority chunk of that vote share has gone to the neutral candidates, the others. In Maharashtra, what can happen is, suppose if this voting exit poll goes wrong, suppose if according to the exit poll, whatever majority the BJP-led Mahayuti is not getting, if they do not get that particular vote share, then what will happen? Their vote shall not go to Congress. It will go to the others. So what I'm suggesting right now is the 4 others is a bit of concerning part for me. Mahayuti, Mahavikas Aghadi will not go beyond 125 or 122. But the others will go beyond 4, and then that will bring BJP down
the concern for GVL perhaps. Sir, the concern for GVL, the concern would be the projection for Ajit Pawar is way lesser. 4% is what you're really looking at. That can actually pull you down.
Individual party-wise poll predictions are always difficult in a coalition, when you contest in a coalition. So it's very unlikely that one partner would substantially underperform because it's the coalition vote.
You are hoping they underperform because you don't want him.
BJP vote.
GVL, you are hoping he underperforms. He's a thorn in your flesh. He doesn't listen to you. He doesn't coordinate with you. Dr. Raju Agmare knows you want to form a government with Eknath Shinde. You don't want to carry Ajit Pawar's political burden for the next 5 years. You would be happy if he loses. And you form a government with Eknath Shinde. Eknath Shinde is easier to...
Arnab,
and he's also not ideologically aligned with you. He has opposed your Prime Minister's slogan on the campaign trail. He says, I don't believe in that, in the same slogan.
Yeah, Arnab,
half the time he's saying sorry for fighting with Supriya Sule.
No, we want
trying to make up with Sharad Pawar.
A larger coalition.
I'm telling you one thing. Listen, GVL, I'll tell you something. If it is a fractured house, which I hope it is not, this man will ditch you. Ajit Pawar will be the first person to backstab you. You also know that, I also know that.
Now, Arnab, in the first place, we had a majority even without the NCP in the outgoing assembly. So he was not brought in to sustain the government. We had a majority between us and...
Whatever you brought him for to break Pawar did not work because he could not even break Pawar.
Okay, now secondly, there is, you see, we are likely to win overall a much bigger majority. I'll tell you why, rationally. I'll tell you through logic. Every election is giving a bigger mandate than what is anticipated by the polls, one. Second, hung verdicts are not the order of the day in the state elections.
Agreed.
Look at Haryana result. Look at Chhattisgarh result.
Yeah, it's always
Look at Madhya Pradesh result. In all these states, we have won much bigger mandates than what pollsters have predicted for us. Because there is some kind of because of the welfare measures, because of the development, these demographic divides and the geographic divides have actually got leveled. This is the reason why we are expected to get a much bigger mandate in Maharashtra.
But we're talking about the overall projections.
Dr. Wagmare wants to say something.
Mr. Wagmare wants to come in, and Mr. Wagmare, we're talking about the overall projections. The BJP making it coming out as the single largest party. Shiv Sena, the Eknath Shinde Shiv Sena really taking over the legacy of Bala Sahib Thackeray. But would Ajit Pawar's party be would it be one burden that you would rather get rid of? He's taking a chunk of your pie.
I don't think so that we wanted to get rid of Mr. Ajit Pawar because he joined us. Mr. Ajit Pawar joined us as a partner when we was already in majority. Though there must be some differences are there with certain points which we don't have with BJP. Though he must be having some certain doubts or certain differences. But if you look into the overall Mahayuti situation during the poll of Lok Sabha as well as right now, so he is completely gelled with us. He is giving speeches and he is with us. So we don't feel that we will take him out or we wanted to take him out. That is number one. And number two, even if hypothetically if we speak, suppose anything goes wrong or certain things can happen, but we feel majority BJP and our Sena can go above the marks of majority. And if you look into the polls, we still can go.
Absolutely.
Majority.
I agree with you. I agree with you there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you how I read the trends. I'll just take 2 minutes to read the trends. Yours, I think the trend line of these polls says that the BJP will continue to be at one of its best ever performances. If you look at 1999 to 2019, right? 56 seats and 14% vote share in 1999. to 105 seats and 26.1% vote share in 2019, and projected, as per MATRIZE, to be 89 to 101 with 26% vote share in 2024. Second point is the Congress and NCP are seeing significant erosion of support. The larger chunk goes to Sharad Pawar. Ajit Pawar becomes a very, very small party. The turnout, if you look at the voting after today, has remained relatively stable, suggesting consistent voter engagement in the state. This is good news for the BJP, because last time, if the numbers of the Hindu voters going out for the BJP went down, the BJP is back in the game there. And the fourth point is that on the Shiv Sena. The Shiv Sena has held a historical influence, but has struggled to cross the highs of 69 seats and 17.3% vote share, 1999, height of power of Balasaheb Thackeray. Then it has been weakening. It's seen an erosion in voter trust. But 2/3 of the votes, roughly 3/5 of the votes are going with Eknath Shinde, which means no more sympathy for Uddhav Thackeray. He's not an effective leader. He's got the sympathy, but that sympathy is slowly weakening. This is how I read the trend. Now I'd like us to move across to Maharashtra and quickly to introduce that to Jharkhand. The BJP went into the Jharkhand assembly elections hoping for its primary campaign plank to be on infiltration. They are hoping it will resonate with the voters. They put in Hemant Biswa Sarma, great campaign manager, but the exit polls are showing a neck-to-neck battle. Only one poll, which is the Access My India poll, is showing a sweep for the India Alliance. And two out of 5 polls, that is MATRIZE and People's Pulse, are showing a substantial win for the BJP. One poll, the poll of polls, very interestingly, if I look at all the polls of PMARQ, MATRIZE, People's Pulse and Access My India, which we are using as reference, are showing even Stevens 39 seats each. Now, no election is ever going to be 39 seats each, I can assure you. It's never, the voter is not undecided to that extent. But this means it's up in the air. Here's a quick report.
The BJP made the illegal crossovers of Bangladeshi Muslims central to its poll plank in the state of Jharkhand. In rally after rally, the BJP's heavyweight campaigners, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah, promised a crackdown on infiltration and illegal settlers if NDA comes to power in the state.
झारखंड में घुसपैठ रोकने के लिए यहां भाजपा सरकार चाहिए।
कमल फूल की सरकार बना दो, मैं आपको वादा करता हूं, इंसान तो क्या परिंदा भी पैर नहीं मार पाएगा, घुसपैठ नहीं।
The BJP's key poll minders for the state, Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan and Assam Chief Minister Hemant Biswa Sarma, went a step further, vowing to enforce the NRC to send back the illegal aliens.
हमारे झारखंड में पहला बार हमें घुसपैठियों को शिनाख्त करने के लिए एनआरसी और एनआरसी जैसे सर्वे हमें करवाना ही पड़ेगा।
रोटी, बेटी और माटी, इन तीनों की रक्षा करना हमारा संकल्प है और इसके लिए हम झारखंड में एनआरसी लागू करेंगे। नागरिकता का रजिस्टर बनेगा जिसमें स्थानीय निवासी रजिस्टर होंगे और जो घुसपैठिए हैं उनको चुन चुन के बाहर निकाला जाएगा। ये हमारा संकल्प है।
However, as polling for phase 2 closed in Jharkhand, 2 separate exit polls put out contrasting numbers for the NDA in the 81-member assembly. While the MATRIZE gave the NDA 42 to 47 seats, PMARQ put the Indies slightly ahead at 37 to 47 seats. With the mixed bag projections for the BJP-led NDA, There's no telling if its campaign around infiltration will translate into votes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the debate continues here. Binay Kumar Singh is with us. The situation does not look good in Jharkhand. Binay, GVL continues with us. Vinod Pandey of the JMM is also with us. I see Kapil Madan joining us out there. Binay, why is it so stressful for you in Jharkhand?
No, it's not stressful, Arnab. I think BJP is going to get the majority mark very easily. Because look at the election of the last time.
Access My India is saying that the BJP will be reduced to 25 seats, and polling has also not been good in BJP strongholds.
Arnab, last time BJP got nearly 24-25 seats in the 2019 elections.
Do you think counter-polarization has happened to Katenge to Batenge because Hindu voters don't seem to have come out that much?
No, what I am saying.
Christian voters, tribal voters. Huh?
BJP at ground level, Arnab, in the last time also, it got 33% vote. It was more than the combined vote of JMM and Congress party. And the alliance partners, which are now the alliance partners, AJSU and JVM has merged into BJP. If you combine those votes, they are crossing 46-47
But are you underestimating the factor of Hemant Biswa Sarma?
Yes, I am coming to that.
Who comes from Assam, comes to Jharkhand and changed the politics of Jharkhand, like how the opposition is saying, but he has created or he has drawn a line which has worked for the BJP. Even the opposition leaders are quietly and subtly accepting it.
Aishwarya, mostly what happens when a Prabhari comes to any state, so he works on the macro level things.
But this guy
Hemanta Biswa Sarma went to the booth level, I can say. Even the smallest of the details that was, he focused on that. In the last moment also, the Baghi candidates...
leaders who were going against the BJP were brought in.
2 days before the election, 3 days before the elections, at the last moment, many BJP leaders, those who were not able to take back their nominations, they were managed and they came in favor of BJP. So he works 24/7.
In 2019, BJP was at 25 seats, vote share was 33.37%. What surveys are showing that they can go up to 40-41%. Do you think so?
Yeah.
I'm also hearing here, we got some news that post the voting, Devendra Fadnavis is meeting Mohan Bhagwat?
Yes, Mohan Bhagwat and Bhaiyaji Joshi both are said to be there at Nagpur at the RSS headquarters.
Is going on now? It's already happened?
No, the meeting is happening right now as we speak.
That Devendra Fadnavis has gone to the RSS headquarters?
Yes, right now, Arnab. As we speak, he's there.
What's going on here, GVL? I mean, some movement here. Devendra Fadnavis has gone to the RSS headquarters and top RSS leaders Mohan Bhagwat and Bhaiyaji Joshi are meeting him post the voting. This is in Nagpur.
He hails from Nagpur. Mr. Fadnavis is as a leader, he hails from Nagpur, and he has been going there very regularly. So I don't really. It's possible that he may have given a feedback about how the election went, but it's a routine meeting. I would also not be surprised if there was no specific discussion about politics about this election. He's a person who hails from there, and he has a regularly goes to the headquarters of the Sun.
Okay, we have Sanjay Seth, who's the Ranchi BJP MP, also current MOS Defence, joining us. Sanjay ji, can you hear me? This is Arnab Goswami here. संजय जी मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है? कैन यू हियर मी?
यस, बिल्कुल आ रही है।
तो संजय जी ये जो नंबर आ रहे हैं बड़े मतलब कुछ क्लियर ट्रेंड नहीं दिख रहा है। सिर्फ एक पोल है जो एक्सेस माई इंडिया का पोल है जो कह रहा है कि 53 सीट्स और इंडिया अलायंस को स्ट्रेट विन। 2 पोल्स आपको एज दे रहे हैं, मगर अंदरूनी खबर यह है कि थोड़ी सी नर्वसनेस है बीजेपी कैंप में इस बार।
अर्नब जी, ये पोल ठीक है, न्यूज एजेंसीज और सर्वे की रिपोर्ट या एग्जिट पोल, किंतु सबसे बड़ा पोल यहाँ की जनता का है। जनता ने यहाँ परिवर्तन पे मोहर लगा दी, और परिवर्तन इसलिए कि पिछले 5 सालों तक जितना छला, जितना ठगा, ऐसा कोई सगा नहीं जिसको हेमंत सोरेन ने ठगा नहीं। और हिंदुस्तान की सबसे भ्रष्ट पार्टी के साथ, कांग्रेस पार्टी के साथ। इसीलिए यहां यूथ नाराज है, महिला नाराज है, किसान नाराज है।
मगर आप कह रहे हैं मगर उनकी परफॉर्मेंस तो इंप्रूव हो रही है। कांग्रेस को 2024 में 2 सीटें मिली थी, 2019 में 1 सीट मिली थी लोकसभा में, और 2014 में 1 भी नहीं मिली थी। वोट शेयर भी उनकी बढ़ गई, करीब 20% हो गई, पहले 15.8% थी। और जेएमएम की भी इन्फ्लुएंस बढ़ रही है, उनको 3 सीटें मिली 2024 में, 1 सीट मिली थी 2019 में, और 2 मिले थे 2014 और 2009 में। उनकी वोट शेयर भी बढ़ रही है। तो आप कह रहे हैं ऐसा कोई सगा नहीं जिनको इन्होंने ठगा नहीं, मगर नंबर तो उन्हीं को मिल रहे हैं। और हाँ, तो इस बार मतलब आपका जो कैंपेन
नहीं मिल रहे ना
जी।
अर्नब जी मैं ग्राउंड पे पिछले 2 महीने
ग्राउंड पे क्या देख रहे हैं जी,
और हम आपको ग्राउंड की रियलिटी यही है कि आम लोग पूरी तरह परिवर्तन के मूड में हैं। चाहे वो भ्रष्टाचार का मुद्दा हो, चाहे बांग्लादेशी मुसलमान घुसपैठियों का मामला हो, चाहे वो जितने वायदे किए, एक भी वायदा पूरा नहीं किया। आप आओ देखो, ग्राउंड रियलिटी यही है। ब्लॉक बिक गए, ब्लॉक, थाना, सब कुछ बिका हुआ था। सैया भाई कोतवाल तो डर का है का, एक डेसिबल मोटेशन कराने के लिए रेट बंधे हुए थे।
मगर इन मुद्दों पर वोटिंग होती है कि वोटिंग होती है ट्राइबल, मुस्लिम, हिंदू, SC ST OBC?
आप देखो, आप देखो, यही तो दुर्भाग्य है हमारा। आप ग्राउंड रियलिटी यही है। मैंने कहा ना, युवा क्यों नहीं नाराज होगा? 25 लाख में प्रश्न पत्र बेचे गए, इंटरनेट बंद कर दिया गया, नौकरी मिली क्या? बेरोजगारी भत्ता मिला क्या? नहीं। इसीलिए यूथ नाराज है।
संजय जी, जो पोल्स मैं नहीं कह रही आप उन पर भरोसा कीजिए,
नाराज है
जी। संजय जी, मैं नहीं कहूंगी कि आप इन पर भरोसा करिए, लेकिन जो सबसे अच्छी फिगर भी आपको दे रहा है वो बस हाफ वे मार्क टच करता हुआ दे रहा है। और एक सरकार, एक पूरा कार्यकाल सत्ता से बाहर रहने के बाद जी, तो आप उम्मीद कर रहे होंगे कि भारी नंबर्स के साथ वापसी करेंगे।
मैं कोई अच्छी और कोई खराब पोल पे नहीं जा रहा
जी।
मैं कोई अच्छी और खराब पोल पे नहीं जा रहा। ये तो डिस्कशन का मामला है। मैं ग्राउंड पे हूं। ग्राउंड यह कह रहा है कि इस बार जो पोलराइजेशन हुआ है वो बीजेपी के पक्ष में हुआ है। क्यों? 5 साल कोई विकास नहीं हुआ। करप्शन।
लेकिन माननीय रक्षा राज्य मंत्री,
लेट्स ओपन द डिबेट। ऐश्वर्या, डिबेट खोल दीजिए। उस तरफ पंकज शर्मा है, कपिल मदान है, तो जस्ट लेट्स ओपन अप द डिबेट, get their reactions here. Pankaj, you want to say something here? It seems very, very confusing, the situation in Jharkhand. We can't take a call based on the exit polls. I think the exit pollsters are also hedging their bets. Even the pollsters are not sure, except Access My India. Everybody is hedging their bets.
Pankaj,
you still believe exit polls? See, we all know that most of the exit polls and opinion polls are commissioned by some vested interest syndicates. Therefore, their projections are bound to have a bias in favor of a political party or alliance, or against a particular party or an alliance.
No, I look at exit polls as a trend line. No, I don't look at exit polls as an exact number. Let me make it clear. First of all, none of these are my exit polls. I look at exit polls as a trend line, and I believe 75% of the time they direct you towards the trend, even if they don't get the numbers right. Please, Pankaj.
Fine, but the ground situation in Jharkhand and even in Maharashtra can well be understood by the results of Lok Sabha elections, which were held only 4.5 months back. There is so much difference in the situation which were there 4 months back and now. See, if you compare the votes of 2019 Maharashtra Assembly election, NDA party's vote percentage went down by 8 percentile point. In 2024 Lok Sabha elections, India Group's vote went up by 12%. Jeet NCP, could get only 3.5% votes in Lok Sabha. Shinde Shiv Sena got only 13% votes. So, whereas Uddhav Shiv Sena could marginally increase its vote share. India Group also got many more total votes than NDA.
Yeah.
And even if you see the strike rate during Lok Sabha elections,
But
Congress
Pankaj,
strike rate was 76%.
this election, would it be fair to say, Kapil, this election is more about Maharashtra? If you look at sentiment, overall picture, whoever wins Maharashtra has won this round.
So
It's
then,
how many?
what was the point?
48 seats,
Then-
Maharashtra, Lok Sabha?
Yeah. So Arnab,
Yeah,
I don't find
so
this logic.
48.
So Arnab,
48.
if I were to follow your logic, then in that situation, you would not have, election in Jharkhand at all. Why to have an election?
Please,
in
no,
Jharkhand?
I'm talking about I'm talking about the
on basis-
implications of this round.
No. So what I'm trying to say here is that when the Lok Sabha elections were there, BJP was shouting at the top of their voice that that they will cross 400. We all know what was the mandate. The mandate was against the BJP government, and in fact, their 400 par slogan has fallen flat on the ground. And when you
No,
see
third
this
time
exit
victory
poll,
is a-
I
is
will
a defeat.
just a minute. Just a minute, sir.
No,
Just
it's a
minute.
third
Hold
time
on.
victory for the NDA. Would you
Sir,
consider
sir,
that
why are you
defeat?
interrupting? Why are you interrupting? Speak
No,
on your
but
turn.
why you can't get away saying whatever you like.
I get your point.
You can't get away saying whatever you like.
I get your point, sir. You're getting a little anxious because you're being exposed. So I do get your
What
frustration
exposed?
that
You got exposed.
because you're
We-
being
we have a-
exposed. You're
We
being
have a
exposed. Otherwise, speak on your turn.
consecutive NDA
Otherwise, speak on your
government
turn.
in
You're not
Delhi.
speaking on your turn. So that shows your anxiety. So please hold on, sir. Please hold on and speak on your turn. It's my request. All I am trying to say here is that again, I will always take the exit polls result, with a pinch of salt, because we have seen in the past how, during the 2024 Lok Sabha election, the exit polls predicted a completely distorted kind of a picture against a particular party. And when we saw how the stock markets, went up and down, and in fact, there was loss which the ultimate common investor had to suffer. So I will always say here that I will take it with a pinch of salt. But yes, it appears that
Sucharita,
this would be
Aishwarya.
again
Okay,
a mandate.
but Mr. Singh,
This would be a mandate
going
against the
going
BJP,
from what they're talking, Mr.
because-
Singh, would the
because
BJP
in the
still be
past
happy
10
if they
years,
lose
whatever-
Jharkhand but they win Maharashtra decisively? Would they still be happy?
No, there is no question of losing Jharkhand. And there are many things which are common between in Maharashtra elections and in Jharkhand also, like Congress party. In Jharkhand, Congress has got 30 seats. In that, Congress is going to lose majority of seats. And that's the same case in Maharashtra also. So due to the Congress, their alliance partners are going to get the seat back.
GVR, Maharashtra is tough. It seems, if you go by these numbers, and even if your internal poll has to go, your internal poll, though you will not accept, you've been a pollster yourself, sir. Your internal survey is still giving you nothing more than between 150, 155 of that number.
No, but you see, this is what I was saying earlier. Many polls are not able to capture the magnitude of victory. As I said, Madhya Pradesh, our own polls showed that we are going to win narrowly, but we won a landslide. Chhattisgarh, we were confident of winning, but all the exit polls said we were losing Chhattisgarh. We won a big mandate in Chhattisgarh. Same thing happened in Haryana. So the voters are not giving a very indecisive verdicts. They're giving a very categorical and a very clear verdict. And therefore, I expect even Maharashtra to be a much bigger victory than what the polls are predicting. It's not going to be a kind of each region behaving differently because of the welfare measures, because of the pro-women agenda that the government has adopted, because of the development experienced in all regions of in Maharashtra. You are going to see some kind of a homogenizing effect, a leveling effect, where every region will contribute to the success of the NDA, and we will certainly win a bigger mandate than we have ever won.
I look at the polls in terms of which poll bucks the trend, and sometimes they get it right. I'm not saying anyone's got it right, but usually Chanakya, earlier, historically, Chanakya used to be the one pollster who used to, as GVL knows, buck the trend and get it right, and people say, how does Chanakya get it right every time? You see, last time, because Axis My India got it so wrong. So they would be working very hard. They don't mess up this time. So I think the Axis My India guys are staking out their reputation. on the Jharkhand, and they're sticking their neck out. So I will look very closely at Jharkhand for that sense. But I would say without a doubt, I think we should all agree, whoever wins Maharashtra, Jharkhand is important, very important state. But I'm not like Kapil Madan. I'm not an unrealistic fellow like Kapil Madan. I'm a realistic person. Suppose BJP wins Jharkhand and BJP loses Maharashtra, will he speak the same language, Aishwarya?
Oh, not at all.
Of course he won't. Don't be an opportunist.
Arnab, it is your argument. You are saying that it is only the Maharashtra that's decisive. So all I'm trying to say, if we were to follow your logic, then why the elections are required?
It's relatively decisive. Yeah, relatively more. Don't you understand that?
Absolutely absurd. This is absolutely absurd.
Anyway, you claim even you won in Kashmir also, where I think you got one seat.
No, so all I am trying to tell you is that your theory does not.
No emotional victories this time. What do you call it?
It is
no moral victories this time.
And illogical. It is as irrational and illogical as it can be. Because
ladies and gentlemen,
because you are showing these.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am not an expert of Jharkhand politics, but I can tell you I'm quite an expert of the national picture, which is what I'm going to be looking at 9 o'clock. We have a really exciting debate coming up. Thank you, Aishwarya. Thank you, Sucharita, for that. Back with the national picture. Thank you, Vivek. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass-comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Co-powered by MATRIZE, passion for nutrition.
Cricketers to celebrities, everyone's hyping crypto as the next big thing. And with Bitcoin's recent surge, the excitement is off the charts. For your information, after Donald Trump's victory, Bitcoin shot up past $90,000, marking over a 25% gain since the US election results. And if that wasn't enough, Elon Musk's entry into Trump's administration gave Dogecoin its own boost, clocking a 122% return in just a few days. So, is it time for Indians to take a giant leap?
मुझे विश्वास है 2.5 साल में जो महायुति ने काम किया है, जो कल्याणकारी योजनाएं, जो विकास, उसके बलबूते पे आने वाली सरकार जो है मजबूत पंपिंग मेजॉरिटी की, ये महायुति की होगी.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass-comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Co-powered by MATRIZE, passion for nutrition.
Tennis bids goodbye to one of its brightest stars as Rafael Nadal, the 22-time Grand Slam champion, gears up for his retirement at the conclusion of the Davis Cup 2024. With 92 career titles, including an unparalleled 14 French Open crowns, Nadal's legacy as the king of clay is etched into tennis history. As Nadal prepares for his final stretch, none other than his longtime rival and friend Roger Federer penned an emotional farewell letter. In the letter, Federer reflected on their iconic rivalry and cherished friendship.
दुनिया की कोई ताकत अब कश्मीर में आर्टिकल 370 की वापसी नहीं करा सकती.
कांग्रेस 370 को पुनः लाना चाहती. कौन बोले भाई, कब बोले?
अब फटे थे तो कटे थे, एक रहेंगे तो
कटा
खटाखट झारखंड की महिलाओं के बैंक अकाउंट के अंदर 2,500 रुपए।
2-2.5 साल में हम लोगों ने इतना काम किया है कि ये 20 सालों का भी एक भी काम ये नहीं गिरा सकते।
23 तारीख को हेमंत सोरेन एंड कंपनी विदाई ले रही है।
दो पैर तो दूसरों के लगे हैं, अगर आप वो दोनों पैर उनके निकाल दिए तो मोदी जी नीचे गिर जाते।
याद रखो, तुम्हारे ये मंसूबे कामयाब नहीं होंगे जब तक मोदी पर जनता जनार्दन का आशीर्वाद है। कांग्रेस वाले तुम कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे।
पूरा महाराष्ट्र जानता है, करोड़ों रुपए देकर आपकी सरकार आपसे छीनी गई।
राहुल गांधी को न कुछ पता है न कुछ समझता है, वो बचकाना बातें करते हैं, आप उस पर भी मुझे पूछ रहे हैं।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Beyond, ladies and gentlemen, who's forming the government in which state, state elections, assembly elections are nowadays largely important for being some kind of a litmus test on the political mood in the country, the sense, narrative setting. Every election, though about local issues, eventually is about interpretation for the next 15 days. So depending on the way an election result goes, for the next 15 days you feel the party which won the last round of a particular state election is the party which is winning the national mood, which is not correct. It's not correct, ladies and gentlemen. It's wrong. For example, Delhi has only 7 Lok Sabha constituencies, but depending on who wins the Delhi Assembly election, there's going to be this whole narrative setting after the Delhi election. Whoever wins Delhi wins the national mood. It's not correct. However, that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way people see it. And so in that context, how do I see things? In terms of narrative setting. The way I see things, and I have 5 points to make tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on the nation's sharpest opinions, that whoever wins Maharashtra would have won the mood, would have won the narrative. No doubt about that. Nobody can doubt that. Jharkhand is important, very, very important. But Jharkhand is at a national level not more important than Maharashtra. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those politically correct guys who are going to say all states are equal in terms of political impact on the country. They're not. They're not. You can't say the political significance of Uttar Pradesh and the political significance of Manipur is the same. It's not. They're different. Point number 1, whoever wins Maharashtra wins the narrative. As of today, as per the poll of polls, Mahayuti is winning Maharashtra. Second point, Jharkhand, completely unclear. Nobody except Access My India is fully sticking their neck out. Access My India got it wrong in the last elections, so this time they've stuck their neck out and said, India Alliance is sweeping Maharashtra. Had it not been for the Access poll, the general poll of polls would also have swung towards the BJP, the NDA Alliance. But that one poll of Access My India has turned it around, and the poll of polls number shows 39-39. Otherwise, 4 polls are trending towards one side and 1 poll on the other. Now, the third point is, as per the narrative setting, people are also going to be looking closely at Uttar Pradesh. where last time the India Alliance felt that they have managed to push back the BJP in Uttar Pradesh. Now there are 9 seats which have gone to the polls. Let me repeat. When you are looking at UP, and many of you may not even be aware, oh, there's a bipole in UP, very significant bipole. There are 9 seats which have gone to the polls. If the BJP wins 5 seats, it should be very happy. Do you know why, viewers? Not because it's won 5 out of 9, which is not a good number, about 57, 58%, but because last time the BJP won only 3 out of the 9. But you see, viewers, in many of the ones which the Samajwadi Party won out of this round, the Samajwadi Party won with thin margins, 2,000 to 3,000 seats, which means it is a test of yogis, batenge to katenge, ek rahenge to safe rahenge, nek rahenge narrative. If there is Hindu consolidation, you will see the impact of that in Uttar Pradesh. The BJP will be super delighted if it gets 6 out of 9 and over the moon if it wins 7 out of the 9. That means Yogi will be going very strong into the 2027 assembly election. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the way I see it. As of now, ahead of Saturday, it seems that the edge is with the BJP. If the BJP wins the narrative in this round, after having swept Haryana, then completely in the end, by the end of the year, in a period of 5 months, the BJP would have swung back the narrative. If the BJP, however, fails to win Maharashtra, even if it wins Jharkhand, then it would have lost the narrative back. Then the yo-yo would be complete. Which is why, wherever you are and whatever you're doing on Saturday, just keep the Republic Network on from 6 in the morning till late at night. Now, let's debate.
Maharashtra and Jharkhand, the final battles of the mega election year 2024. A year that has seen an unprecedented third term for the Modi government. The NDA has followed it up with a big victory in Haryana. The elections this year didn't just see the complex contest for survival among regional players. The Jharkhand and Maharashtra battles were both battles of national significance. From Batenge to Katenge, a call that has signaled a movement towards gaining Hindu unity. To the debate on infiltration in Jharkhand, the national agenda items remain key to this election.
एक एक घुसपैठियों को चुन चुन कर निकालने का काम भारतीय जनता पार्टी.
According to the PMARQ numbers, Mahayuti all set to get 137 to 157 seats in Maharashtra, getting the majority, while the MVA projected to clinch 126 to 146 seats in Maharashtra. The MATRIZE projections say that the Mahayuti is going to win 150 to 170 seats. MATRIZE projecting that MVA could bag 110 to 130 seats. The poll of polls for Maharashtra, comprising 4 different exit polls, displays a similar trend, that the Mahayuti could be headed to win at least 162 seats, with the MVA, as per the poll of polls, just 122. In Jharkhand, MATRIZE projects NDA could win 42 to 47 seats, whereas PMARQ putting the Indi slightly ahead at 37 to 47 seats. But the poll of polls in Jharkhand is indicating a hung house. At least 3 polls, though, giving NDA an edge. The Hindu unity call, getting ulemas to vote. A joint Muslim call by the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, declaring an open war on infiltrators. What's the national picture in these numbers?
Former Jharkhand Chief Minister, BJP top leader Arjun Munda is with us tonight. Arjun Munda जी, मेरी आवाज़ आपको आ रही है? मैं अर्नब गोस्वामी बोल रहा हूँ. Okay, audio drop hai, so we'll go back to him in a bit. Let's go to the panel. Abhishek is with us tonight. Arjun जी, मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है? मैं अर्नब गोस्वामी बोल रहा हूँ.
हाँ जी, आ रही है, बिल्कुल आ रही है।
अर्जुन मुंडा जी, जो एग्जिट पोल आए हैं उनमें से 5 पोल्स में से 2 दिखा रहे हैं कि इंडिया अलायंस आगे है, 3 दिखा रहे हैं कि 4 में से 2 दिखा रहे हैं कि इंडिया अलायंस आगे है, 2 दिखा रहे हैं आप आगे हैं, मगर एक उन 4 में से एक है जो एक्सिस माई इंडिया की है, जो कह रही है इंडिया अलायंस को 50 से ज़्यादा सीटें मिलेंगी, इनको स्वीप होगा, और बीजेपी को सिर्फ 25 मिलेगी। और पोल दिखा रही है कि दोनों को 39 सीटें, 39 तो कभी होता नहीं है। तो पिक्चर बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है अर्जुन मुंडा जी। अगर एग्जिट पोल तो देखा जाए कुछ कहा नहीं जा सकता, ऐसी स्थिति क्यों है?
देखिए, एग्जिट पोल के बारे में मैं बहुत ज़्यादा टिप्पणी नहीं करूँगा, लेकिन मुझे जनता पर भरोसा है और जनता ने जो जनादेश दिया है वो एनडीए के पक्ष में है, क्योंकि मैं जनता के साथ जुड़ कर के काम करता रहा हूं और जनता के बीच में रहा हूं, और इस बार जो मैंने उत्साह जनता के बीच देखा है, जो विश्वास देखा है, उससे मैं कह सकता हूं कि एनडीए पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ सरकार बनाएगी।
जी, अभिषेक। मुंडा जी, ये जो एग्जिट पोल के, अब क्योंकि हम चर्चा कर रहे हैं आज, तो उसमें से एक जो मैं ट्रेंड देख रहा था कि संथाल परगना में, जहां पे आपका बहुत भारी फोकस था, ये बाहर के लोगों को लेकर, इन्फिल्ट्रेशन को लेकर पूरा मुद्दा बनाया, आपने एक एड कैंपेन बनाया, तो वहां पे बहुत ज्यादा ट्रैक्शन बीजेपी को मिलता दिख नहीं रहा है। वो एक गढ़ माना जाता है जामुमो का, और जेएमएम को अभी भी वहां लीड दिख रही है। तो यानी वो आपका जो इन्फिल्ट्रेशन का पूरा मुद्दा था संथाल परगना में नहीं चला, बाकी जगह चलता दिख रहा है।
देखिए, मुद्दा ही नहीं बल्कि वो एक सच्चाई है कि घुसपैठिए एक समस्या बनते जा रहा है झारखंड का, और उसको संरक्षण दे करके उसका राजनीतिक लाभ लेने की कोशिश हो रही है। पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी और एनडीए अलायंस ये निश्चित रूप से इस विषय को बहुत गंभीर मानती है और इसका अस्थायी समाधान चाहती है, और मैं मानता हूं कि इस बार लोगों ने इन सारी बातों को जरूर ध्यान में रखा है।
मुंडा जी, अगर आप एग्जिट पोल का नंबर्स देख लेते हैं तो अभी इतना क्लोज है, लेकिन आपके लिए एक पॉजिटिव ये भी है कि वहां पे हिमंता बिस्वा शर्मा है इंचार्ज, कुछ भी हो सकता है। क्या वो ऑप्शन है अभी आपको? क्या आप टच में हैं ऑपोजिशन कैंप के साथ?
नहीं, देखिए, सभी समर्पित कार्यकर्ता के रूप में, चाहे हेमंत बिस्वा शर्मा जी हो या शिवराज सिंह चौहान जी हो या स्थानीय स्तर पर हमारे कार्यकर्ता जो दल के हैं, नेता के रूप में जिन्होंने अपनी छवि बना के रखी है, उन सारे लोग मिलकर के काम किया है, कार्यकर्ताओं ने परिश्रम किया है और जनता ने समर्थन दिया है। तो निश्चित रूप से मैं पुनः कहूँगा कि यह परिणाम हमारे पक्ष में होगा।
जी, it's a very important election for Arjun Munda because he lost the Lok Sabha elections Khunti constituency and it was a personal big loss for him. तो आपके लिए भी इस बार एक तरह से प्रमुख बात यह है मुंडा जी कि आपके लिए एक पर्सनल लेवल पे ये चुनाव में आपको भी तो मतलब रिवेंज लेने का बहुत बड़ा एक मौका है। तो मुझे नहीं लगता आप छोड़ने वाले हैं, कोई गेम प्लान तो होगा, कुछ तो आपकी हिडन कार्ड है जिस पर आपको इतनी कॉन्फिडेंस है आज भी।
नहीं, देखिए, बिल्कुल कॉन्फिडेंस है और जनता ने खास करके लोकसभा में हम अधिक सीटें जीते हैं, पर कुछ सीटें, और मैं स्वयं भी उस चुनाव में हार गया, पर मैं ये कहूँगा कि अब विधानसभा चुनाव में लोगों ने इस बात को महसूस किया कि जो गलतफहमी पैदा करने की कोशिश की ट्राइबल्स के बीच में, अब वो इस बार सफल नहीं होंगे। अब उस समय में संविधान बदलने की लोगों ने बातचीत की कि संविधान बदल जाएगा। संविधान कैसे बदलेगा? कैसे संविधान बदलता है? लेकिन गलतफहमी पैदा करने का भरपूर लोगों ने कोशिश किया और उसका लाभ ले करके लोगों को बरगलाने की कोशिश की।
जी वेल, बेस्ट ऑफ लक अर्जुन मुंडा जी। 23 तारीख को पहला इंटरव्यू आपके साथ, जो भी रिजल्ट हो हम मान के चलेंगे रिपब्लिक नेटवर्क पर होगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू वेरी मच। ओपनिंग द डिबेट शहजाद पूनावाला टुनाइट, Xavier Rodriguez, Sameer Chaugankar, senior journalist, Ratan Sharda, Manisha Kainde, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena of the Shinde group, and Ratnakar Tripathi, Congress leader, Vivek Silas of the Samajwadi Party, Dr. Asha Mirge, NCP, Sharad Pawar group. Asha Mirge ji, I would like to start with you. Mahayuti is sweeping the elections by as per most of the polls. Halfway mark 144, average coming to now 165 in the poll of polls. Your comments, please.
First thing, I would like to thank you. You called me. One thing, what the polls are coming, some from Mahavikas Aghadi, some from Mahayuti. So one thing is definite, that there is no definite opinion could be given. The thing or the play will be on those which are 43, which are unpredictable. कहाँ से आएंगे पता नहीं चल रहा है, कहाँ जाएंगे पता नहीं चल रहा है, या अपक्ष जो है उनके ऊपर सारा खेल डिपेंड करेगा. These elections are nothing but the celebration of the democracy. But this Mahayuti don't want any opposition in front. The murder of the democracy, which they all were doing, at least in Maharashtra, since last 2.5 years. And now I don't want to go in that, unhone paksh phode, unhone ghar phode. No. But that has been noted by the voters. And these new voters, those, they don't believe in this dharma and jati and all that. New voters, 18 to 24 wale. These people, they don't like, when I interrogated while my campaigning, when I interrogated to the junior voters, they said that this Mahayuti has done Rajkaran to Dharma Karan.
No, but that's the election is over now. But if you lose the election, you see even Ratnakar Tripathi, Vivek Silas are looking very concerned today, Shehzad Poonawala, because they know Ratan Sharda, that at the end of the day, whoever is winning Maharashtra is winning the narrative. Right?
Yeah.
This is a reality at a national level. Now, Abhishek, is there any going around that? Are we clear about that? Can we set that at the start of the debate, that whoever is winning Maharashtra is winning this round of the elections from a national perspective? Niranjan, any doubt on that? Do we have any doubt? No doubt. Anybody in any self-doubt on that? Ratnakar Tripathi, any doubt? Will Ratnakar Tripathi say, no, the result from Mainpuri is more important than the result in Maharashtra? He won't say that. He won't. No, nobody will say that. Nobody will say that. And Devendra Fadnavis, I'm told, has gone to meet Mohan Bhagwat. I don't know what's going on. Things are moving so fast now, Shehzad Poonawala. I don't know. Mohan, Bhaiya J.G. Joshi and Devendra Fadnavis all sitting together. What's the inside story? Mr. Poonawala, why are you so unnaturally quiet? Either you don't believe the results, or you're devastated by the 39-39 breakup in Jharkhand, or you're not feeling well.
I want to begin with a lyrical opening.
Lyrical? Okay, sure.
No, sir. I am always feeling well. On debates, I am feeling extremely well. हाँ, lyrical opening कर सकता हूँ मैं.
हाँ, करिए.
अर्ज किया है.
करिए.
सारे सपने और ख्वाब टूटे.
एक मिनट. सर, इनको करने दीजिए. बोलिए, फिर से बोलिए. What do they say? इरशाद.
हाँ, सारे ना, वो तो उद्धव भाईजान बोलेंगे. सारे सपने और ख्वाब टूटे, आरोप और वादे इनके निकले झूठे, वसूली भी की, क्रिप्टो भी इन्होंने लूटे, आ गए नोमानी और सलमानी के बलबूते. नोमानी who said Sharia would jihad, Salmani who said
this is great fun.
आ गए नोमानी सलमानी के बलबूते, हुए भारतीय एक है तो सेफ है, हुए भारतीय एक तो महाविकास आघाड़ी को पड़े जूते. दिस इज द नैरेटिव टुडे, दैट आज ये महाविभाजन आघाड़ी, महा वोट बैंक आघाड़ी को जूते पड़े हैं.
विवेक साइलेंस
और सेफ है.
एक है तो,
हाँ, विवेक साइलेंस को पूछिए. अर्नब, एक है तो सेफ है और ना बटे हैं ना कटे हैं। पर अर्नब,
अरे रत्नाकर
हैं
विवेक
तो कहाँ कटे हैं पता है आपको? ऑन अ वेरी सीरियस नोट,
रत्नाकर
on a very serious note, in Karhal, on a very serious note, in Karhal, a Dalit girl was chopped into pieces by Prashant Yadav. देखो वहां बटे तो वहां कटे. This has happened in Karhal only because she said I do not want to vote for Samajwadi Party. She has been chopped up by this Prashant Yadav, who is a Samajwadi Party कार्यकर्ता. So end of the story is that, see, we were talking about Garib Kalyan, Kisano ka Saman, Mahilaon ka Uttan. They did vote bank ki dukaan. They only said Bhaijan, Bhaijan, and they wanted Muslim Arakshan, they wanted Nomani, they wanted Salmani. All of this Nomani, Salmani they have pulled out. But the people of Maharashtra have said that they only want Mahilaon ka Saman, which we did through Ladki Bahin.
Well, am I getting a response? Ratnakar Tripathi is not responding. Vivek,
he's reading.
I will say something right and good. जूते टूटे फूटे नहीं.
नहीं वसूली.
नहीं, you were so happy. I know your side and position, Dr. Goswami, and please don't interrupt.
I'm a happy kind of fellow. What do you want me to be? Brooding like you.
So I won't speak, sir.
No, I'm a happy kind of fellow. You won't speak because I'm a happy fellow. Okay, I'm very sad. I'm going to be grim.
Be sad when I am speaking. Okay? Don't be so much happy when I speak. तो सितमगर तुम्हें सब पहचानते हैं, तुम्हारी अदाओं को सब जानते हैं. बीजेपी के लिए पुनावल दगाबाज हो तुम, सितम ढाने वाले, फरेबो वादों में उलझाने वाले. तुम्हारी कहानी तुम्ही को मुबारक, ये झूठी जबानी तुम्ही को मुबारक. हमारी तरफ से निगाहें उठा लो, हमें बख्श दो तुम्हें बीजेपी वालों. ये देश कह रहा, मैं नहीं कह रहा. हमारी तरफ से निगाहें हटा लो, हमें बख्श दो तुम्हें बीजेपी वालों. तो इसमें न जूते हैं, न सूते हैं, न खराब चीजें हैं. और आप मुझे बताइए माननीय गोस्वामी जी, आप पोल्स ऑफ द पोल करते हैं. मैं तो स्टैटिस्टिक्स का स्टूडेंट रहा हूं. आई हैवंट सीन सच अ पोल ऑफ पोल्स.
व्हाई?
आपको फेवर करता है, आप कर लेते हैं. एंड नाउ लेट मी टेल यू वन थिंग वेरी क्लियरली. I listened to Bhupen Chaudhary, the state president of BJP, on the Hindi channel. I was in that show, courtesy you and Aishwarya Kapoor. So let me tell you one thing. He said कि आश्चर्यजनक परिणाम आएंगे हमारे फेवर में. What is आश्चर्यजनक? One which is not believable, unbelievable. तो जब आप मैनिपुलेशन करते हैं, जब आपका दरोगा रिवॉल्वर लेके भगाता है, जब टिप ऑफ द आइसबर्ग ये है कि 6 लोग मुरादाबाद में, 2 कानपुर और 2 मुजफ्फरनगर में सस्पेंड होते हैं 500 शिकायत के बाद. 500 शिकायतों का कॉग्निजेंस नहीं लिया जाता है. तब आप कहते हैं, आप मुझे बताइए, बिटकॉइन की बात की मान्यवर ने. बिटकॉइन का किसको लेके सुधांशु त्रिवेदी बोल रहे थे? एक अपराधी को जो जेल से छूटा है और उसने क्या किया था, किस बात का अपराध है, उसको जब बताया गया कि बिटकॉइंस ये ट्रांसफर हुए हैं, इसकी जांच कीजिए साइबर एक्सपर्ट ग्रुप में. तो जयंत खोड़े और इसने 2 लोग ने मिलके 18 बिटकॉइंस फॉर 17 करोड़ ट्रांसफर कर लिए, एक नया वॉलेट बना करके, और स्क्रीनशॉट दे दिया पुलिस को गलत. 4400 पन्ने की चार्जशीट है सर. और उसको लेके और
सुधांशु, आप हार क्यों रहे महाराष्ट्र? ये सब छोड़ दीजिए, कौन अच्छा है कौन बुरा है,
बोल दे कि ये सुप्रिया.
My point is talk politics, Ratnakar Tripathi. It's not an ideological debate. It's not a morality debate. It's not a. The question is, you are seen to be losing. Mr. Tripathi, you can't make it about ethics and morals. This is a political debate on a very important state election. The projection is showing that in the important state of Maharashtra, you are losing. As Rajiv Gandhi said, जीतेंगे या लूजेंगे, विनेंगे या लूजेंगे, according to Rajiv Gandhi's language. I am saying you are losing your side. Why are you on the losing your side? Ratan Sharda is on the debate. I want to keep it hard political. I don't want to discuss who is good and bad, black and white. I don't want to discuss who is moral and immoral. All I want to discuss is who is winning or losing. Ratan Sharda, am I right? Let's talk about who's winning or losing. Ratan Sharda's turn on the debate. Krishna Hegde is joining the debate. Ratan Sharda.
For Congress party,
keep it focused.
Talking of morality is like somebody, I would not name such people, talking of morality. Please do not talk of morality. Your hands are full of that dirt. Your clothes are full of that dirt. So don't talk of morality. Now coming to the exit polls, though I don't, there is fun in election exit polls.
Opposite side.
We discuss a lot, we enjoy the discussion.
Faster.
But we know last few exit polls have gone wrong. So I would just say, as per voting percentage rise of BJP, or in Maharashtra where the voting has risen by 6%, where the maximum votes by the Congress have already been rolled in 2024. So whatever new votes have come up are those people who made a mess of voting and saw that MVA got more seats because of less voting. Now that voting has increased, that is definitely going to benefit BJP because their own secular votes are already in their kit in 2024. Bipole of UP, they are not trying to talk of bipole of UP, where they're crowing about success of SP, and the bipoles SP is losing its seats. And that is very important because that shows the reversal of fortune for Congress and their allies. They tried their best to claim that they have already won UP, they are ruling UP, the way they behave, the way their goons behave. When a Dalit girl is killed by a Yadav for voting for BJP, they have no space to talk about violence, they have no face to talk about police trying to control illegal voting or jabas voting. And remember what SP said, batenge to katenge nahi, pitenge bhi. That is the language. And we are talking about these things.
And what about this?
You remember what happened in UP? Bahubali is controlling the government. आप तब कहाँ थे?
पीटेंगे पे आपको ऑब्जेक्शन है और जूते पे ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं है।
राज करते थे, जेल से बाहर राज करते थे। अरे आप तो सभ्य आदमी का टोक रहे हैं मुझे। आप तो सभ्यता से बहस करते हैं। मैं आपको कभी नहीं बोलता हूँ। आप क्या मेरे बीच में बोल रहे हैं? आप तो सभ्य आदमी है, मैं मानता हूँ। समाजवादी पार्टी की फिरौती की सरकार, समाजवादी पार्टी की बाहुबली की पार्टी, उस पार्टी के साथ आज खड़े हैं। आप बाइपोल लड़ने की कांग्रेस की हिम्मत नहीं है और जब एसपी की सीटें रिवर्स हो गई हैं, इट्स a huge reversal.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get Samir Chogankar in for a deep dive into what's happened in Maharashtra. Let's go into Maharashtra now. Let's go into Maharashtra. People, Samir Chogankar, can you adjust your camera, please? I'm having to do that if my directors are not doing it. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Now the question here is, Samir Chogankar, let's be very clear, Samita. Two headlines out of Maharashtra. Sharad Pawar is the strong guy and Ajit Pawar is less than half the size of Sharad Pawar's party. My feeling is, politically incorrect thing to say, but my feeling is that Ajit Pawar should fold up his party and either merge with some party or join Sharad Pawar. Individually, he has no standing. Yeah. That is quite clear. Or any significance. See, politically correct silence from Shehzad Poonawala. Oh, he's raising his hand there. Yeah, okay.
No. Are, one line, Arnab, one line. It's a breaking news for you that Sushil Kumar Shinde and Praniti Shinde today openly revolted and voted for the independent candidate in Solapur South, and they said we have rejected the Sena UBT candidate. Please go check it. You will get the relevant news information. This is the kind of
what's happening in your party, such indiscipline.
On the day of polling, imagine what has happened after exit.
Is that true? Ratnakar Tripathi? Has Sushil Shinde revolted against...
I will show it to you. Please Google
revolted against Mallikarjun Kharge?
Will you allow me to speak?
Yes. Sushil Shinde revolted against Congress leadership on day of voting?
If Sushil Shinde is...
And his daughter.
Does it call a revolt against...
Of course it's a revolt. Of course it's a revolt.
Like you are feeling, I have a feeling that he should. It's not a feeling.
No, if this is huge news.
Yes.
Anyway, going back to the national picture out here, I believe that this election was all about getting the pulse of the people. We agreed on that, Abhishek. The pulse of the people at a national level. Where is that pulse now after these results is my question.
It's a clear case of Rahul Gandhi needing to really roll back on this constitution bogey that he has been talking about, Arnab. It's been called out effectively, his bluff on constitution. And I think BJP also would calibrate henceforth, this thing about sabka saath, sabka vikas. The fact that they doubled down on the Hindu consolidation. They might evolve the slogan, practically speaking, if not, rhetorically, they might say, jiska saath, uska vikas.
Jiska saath, uska vikas. Jo saath uska vikas would be very, that would be seen as parochial. Jo saath uska vikas. So maybe they are giving up this politically correct line.
And they are succeeding, which means the message is gone that the core constituency is coming back.
I would agree with you. If they win Jharkhand, they do that. What do you think, Savio? If they win Jharkhand,
no, I think it's,
then the slogan changes.
I think what we are really seeing after the Lok Sabha is that the BJP has realized that a strategy of Sabka Vikas, as Abhishek is rightly saying, may not really be a strategy to move forward, because no matter what you do for some of the communities, they will not come out and support the BJP because in their mind, it is considered to be a communal party and in their communities. Therefore, what BJP is doing extremely well is consolidating on ensuring that their core voter base continues to remain intact and continues to believe in them. So if they look at the voter base that's not with them, which is predominantly the minorities that are supporting the BJP in the areas that they reach out to them, BJP does very well.
I'd like to go back to Mr. Krishna Hegde for a while because
really
in between he was not on screen. So Krishna Hegde, viewers, is the spokesperson of the Shiv Sena Shinde faction. If I'm looking at these numbers, are we looking at the comeback of Eknath Shinde as Chief Minister? Or will there be a different power sharing formula?
Arnab, firstly, we are going to win a landslide victory as shown in all the exit polls, and our Mahayuti is going to come back. Even in the Lok Sabha elections, apart from the false narrative created by Rahul Gandhi, who carried a blank constitution book in his pocket, a red one, and went all around the world, and then went to US and said we will remove reservation, we would have won the Lok Sabha elections also, because the difference was only 0.3% of votes and 2.60 lakh votes. However, 2 crore 80 lakh votes, 2 crore 80 lakh ladies got benefit of the Ladki Behna Yojana. And I think the ladies of Maharashtra, the Mahila, our sisters, have come out in full force and voted for the Mahayuti. I think
my question is to you, sir, about the formation of the government. According to, if I look at the polls, I think that if I look at the poll of polls number, I don't have the exact breakup but PMARQ is showing an average of 50 seats for Shiv Sena, that is the Eknath Shinde group, your group, and MATRIZE is showing an average of about 41 seats. That is significantly more than what the numbers you have. What are your numbers now, sir? Your numbers now are about...
See, we are around 40 right now, but BJP had 103, 104, but still Eknath Shinde was the chief minister.
But your relative share in the alliance will be more, as per most polls. What does that mean in terms of who's going to be chief minister and the power sharing formula?
Arnab, we are waiting for the results firstly, and then the BJP parliamentary board, the high command of the BJP, and all.
Do you think this was a short-term arrangement with Devendra Fadnavis as deputy chief minister and Eknath Shinde as chief minister? Can this be a long-term arrangement?
See, I cannot talk speculatively about long-term arrangements and short-term arrangements. Once I am 100% sure that the Mahayuti is going to come back to power and in a big way.
What is your message to NCP Sharad Pawar's party spokesperson, Dr. Asha Mirge, who is here on the other side of the screen? What's your message to Dr. Asha Mirge?
My message to them is, in 2019, you wanted to come with us, you backtracked, Ajit Dada came, he went back again, and again now you wanted to come back with us, and it has happened many times.
Who wanted to come back with you? Sharad Pawar wanted to come back with you?
Yeah, I think that is what the speculation, that is what Ajit Dada has been repeatedly saying, that Sharad Pawar Saab is the person who initiated the talks. And therefore I say that, I think your game has backfired. I think we are back, and Ajit Dada will also be back possibly. And Eknath Shinde ji is back with a vengeance. The Bharatiya Janata Party is back. The Mahayuti is back to serve the people of Maharashtra.
Yeah.
And that's the writing on the wall today.
Dr. Mirge is responding. Samit Chogankar coming. Yeah. Dr. Mirge, yeah.
I would like to ask my brother, if Sharad Pawar wanted to come with you, who stopped him? Why he is not there with you? Ajit Pawar is saying this
your own
from
leader,
the very
because
first
this
day.
is,
That this was decided, this was decided, this was decided.
Ajit Pawar
But still, Ajit Pawar is saying this from the first day. This was decided, this was decided. But he is not having any proof that this was decided. He can't give any proof. He is just saying that. And
how can you say that? See, this is an internal family matter of the NCP. It is an internal matter of the NCP party.
Yes.
And therefore we should not be commenting on that.
This is
Ajit
fake
Dada
narrative.
is saying something
This is fake narrative.
Sharad Pawar
said by
wanted
the
to come with the Bharatiya Janata Party, then we have to take his word.
Fake narrative.
If we know Ajit Dada Pawar,
I'll take a word in from Samir Chogankar. I'll take a word in
This
from
is fake
Samir
narrative.
Chaugankar, then go back to the national debate. Dr. Samir Chaugankar is a very senior journalist, very respected journalist, understands Maharashtra very well. You expect the numbers to be around this 160, Samir Dada, or you expect them to NDA to do even better?
I think the India coalition will cross 160, 170. And I think the Devendra Fadnavis will be the next chief minister of Maharashtra.
You think Devendra Fadnavis will be chief minister, not Eknath Shinde? Why do you say that? Eknath Shinde is coming out with the strong numbers this time. I would like to have Eknath Shinde spokesperson on screen when this is being said. Yes, Samir Dada, you can say it.
Yes. एकनाथ शिंदे जब मुख्यमंत्री बनाया गया था तो शिवसेना तोड़कर आए थे, भारतीय जनता पार्टी सत्ता में आई थी, 40 विधायकों के दम पर एकनाथ शिंदे मुख्यमंत्री बने थे. इट वाज अ स्टेप गैप अरेंजमेंट, इट वाज अ शॉर्ट टर्म अरेंजमेंट, इट इज नॉट अ परमानेंट अरेंजमेंट फॉर एकनाथ शिंदे. अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी अगर 100 से ज्यादा सीटें लेकर आती है, एकनाथ शिंदे को 40-45 सीट्स आती है, डबल सीट भारतीय जनता पार्टी कहने पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी क्या एकनाथ बहुत कह चुके हैं, जो मुख्यमंत्री बनेगा चुनाव के बाद तय होगा. And that is very clear.
Oh, look at Ratnakar. First time Ratnakar Tripathi is smiling. कितने खुश हैं दूसरों के पॉसिबल प्रॉब्लम्स को लेकर, खुद की हालत तो पता नहीं.
आप क्या खुश हैं?
नहीं, मैं देख रहा हूँ ना, आपकी मूड बदल गई. और बोलिए समीर जी, स्पीक मोर, और बोलिए रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी जी के लिए.
Apart from the 160 numbers that we have, 165 numbers that we have today, there is also a
भाई रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी जी, मैं वो नीरा रेडिया टाइप जर्नलिस्ट थोड़ी हूँ जो फोन पे किसी को मुख्यमंत्री या मंत्री बनाते हैं. जो बनाते हैं उनको पूछिए, जो हफीज सईद के भी बड़े करीबी हैं उनको पूछिए, आपके पार्टी के करीबी हैं. मुझे क्यों पूछ रहे? मैं राष्ट्रवादी पत्रकार हूं.
आपसे इसलिए पूछ रहा हूं,
आप हफीज सईद और नीरा रेडिया के फेवरेट जर्नलिस्ट को पूछिए ना.
आप मुझे बताइए,
वो बनाते हैं मंत्री मुख्यमंत्री, हम तो सिर्फ रिपोर्टिंग करते हैं.
जब आप बुलाते हैं तो सुनना सीखिए. आप खुद कर रहे हैं.
I wanted to make another point here.
Okay, one minute. One minute. Short-term arrangement, not long-term arrangement. I want a breaking news response from Mr. Krishna Hegde.
See, in politics, we never look at a short-term and a long-term arrangement. What we look at it is that we are coming back to power. Another thing I want to add is today we have around 210 MLAs in the house with the Mahayuti government presently. And even if the polls say that we are going to get around 160, 165, I must tell you that since 1995, when we had 45 independents in the Vidhan Sabha, and after that 25, 30, and even in the last Vidhan Sabha, we had 13 independents. Apart from that, we have smaller parties like the Bahujan Vikas Aghadi, we have the Samajwadi, we have the Peasants Workers Party, we have the Bachchu Kaddu Party,
I'll tell you,
and
sir,
so many other.
I'll tell you,
if we add up all these numbers, I think
Krishna Hegde, I'll say something again controversial. Don't be surprised if even Sharad Pawar comes with BJP tomorrow. Should the BJP be forming the government?
About anything because he
Sharad Pawar can go anywhere. Am I wrong?
A lot of things before this.
Sharad Pawar can go anywhere. He does not want to be out of power.
No, and
the
he has
Pawars
been
want
initiating
power.
a lot of things. But I think we have a lot of independents also supporting us, Arnab, and therefore I think we have a very solid
True, I
government
think that
in
you'll
place.
form the government with independence. I agree. Look at Shehzad Poonawala listening on very, very keenly, enjoying the debate. You want to, Abhishek wants to put, Abhishek, 10 seconds.
Can I?
Abhishek, provoking Abhishek.
Provocative, Shehzad. You know what Samir Chaugankar said, that if these are the numbers, then Devendra Fadnavis might become chief minister. I think he might become chief minister, even if he likes or not likes it. The Delhi would like that he becomes the chief minister. The central leadership of the BJP would like it if he becomes the chief minister.
Of course. He has sacrificed his position last time. He did not insist.
Yes.
He did not.
Can I
Has he
respond?
not? Yes. Viewers, huge viewership tonight. I can tell you, you can respond. Huge viewership tonight on Republic live streaming platforms. Thank you.
May I respond?
Yes.
Thank you. अभिषेक और अर्नब, आप हो पत्रकार बहुत खास और सरकार हमारी बन रही है, ये हमको भी आस. फेंका है अर्नब ने ऐसा बड़ा फास, नहीं आता हमको कभी भी झगड़ा करना रास, इसीलिए आपकी शुभकामनाओं के साथ बन रही है महायुति की सरकार, ये आपको भी एहसास, पर हम नहीं करने वाले झगड़ा ऑन लाइव टीवी, ये छोड़ दो आप लोग अपेक्षा और आस। और मैंने कह दिया है, पहले भी हम लोगों के नेता ने कहा है कि सरकार के आंकड़े आने के बाद बीजेपी पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड, एकनाथ शिंदे जी, अजीत पवार जी, तीनों मिलकर हम लोग तय करेंगे कि मुख्यमंत्री किसको बनाना है, एनडीए का मुख्यमंत्री ही बनेगा। इसीलिए इस प्रकार के झगड़ों के पास
शहजाद पूनावाला, आपको आप कुछ भी कहे, आपको नंबर्स लगेंगे। हाँ, आपके सरकार आप अगर बनाएंगे तो आपको दूसरे अलायंसेस को क्या करे, दूसरे अलायंसेस कटेंगे। Sorry, it's a very poor attempt at rhyming. I don't think I should get into this. I'm horrible at this. I'm horrible. I should not do. But I should not do. Then I lose.
Factual point.
Factual point is this. In Maharashtra, the ruling alliance will be formed after Saturday.
Yes. Saturday को समझेगा ये वास्तव है या आभास?
See how quickly Dr. Mirge agreed. After I said Sharad Pawar can go anywhere, she agreed.
नहीं Mirge जी,
no, not like that.
Mirge जी,
पूनावाला के लिए मैं बोल रही हूँ।
कुछ भी हो सकता है।
Mirge जी,
कुछ भी हो सकता है।
नहीं Mirge जी,
will be decided.
Mirge जी,
ये वास्तव है या आभास?
आभास,
मिर्गे जी,
प्रयास, ये क्या हो रहा है?
नहीं ये मिर्गे जी, आएगा आपको भी विश्वास, देखिए
इसको मुशायरे में भेजो। Silas, go on for it. Cyrus is getting irritated. Vivek, Silas, attack him. Attack Shehzad. Attack करिए शहजाद। Attack शहजाद।
Just one line.
नहीं, अटैक हिम।
शहजाद भाई मुशायरे में जाओ ना। हाजी शहजाद पूनावाला को मुशायरे में भेजो। ये नेशनल डिबेट सीरियस नोट पे हो रही है।
ऐसा है।
हाँ, यहाँ जैसे
रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी भी डालिए, रत्नाकर को डालिए, रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी को डालिए ऑन स्क्रीन।
अर्नब,
इस तरह की बातें कर रहे हैं।
Arnab, let me respond. Just 1 second. Let me just respond one line.
लोग जो कह रहे थे,
Arnab, just one line.
Put me on the bottom left window. Put me on the bottom left window. My question is, if the BJP wins Maharashtra, if the BJP gives a good fight in Jharkhand, if the BJP wins the bypolls in Uttar Pradesh, then will you change your point of view? Bottom left, I said. Yeah. Will you change your point of view? Ratnakar Tripathi.
There is a big if. What you said, Arnab, there is a big if before that.
Of course,
there is many a slip between the cup and the lip. Wait till Saturday, everything will be clear.
I have seen the UP election, the bypolls today. 10 of the policemen are suspended. And one SHO who is not suspended was showing revolver to the voters.
Yes.
So that was just the tip of the iceberg.
You are upset that action was taken against policemen.
Administration. The bypolls are all that because the government is not going. These are the bypolls.
We are upset because the police was acting like a, you know what?
Shehzad is on the debate, bottom left. Shehzad, bottom left. I'm on it. Thank you. Shehzad.
Arnab, 1 second. Arnab, the video which Mr. Silas is referring to, Akhilesh posted half the video. In Mirapur, first there was stone pelting on the police. Why aren't they talking about that? Also, please tell me if 10 police officials have been suspended as per you, then ECI is acting fairly. Why do you blame EC? And thirdly, a Dalit girl was killed by Prashant Yadav. What about that? What about Prashant Yadav, Samajwadi Party ka dulara?
3 p.m. After 500 complaints,
Dr. Goswami.
A little bit of action was taken against the police.
Hand in glove with BJP. They are favoring BJP. How can he say that?
In spite of the favor, we are going to win. Don't worry about that.
Savio is bottom left.
In spite of the favor, we are going to win.
Savio, what's the mood? Before Saturday, listening to the debate. Savio, bottom left. Thank you. Savio, go on. My God.
Well, I think it's been a very exciting election. But the people of Maharashtra are very clear in who they are wanting to continue in government.
Come on.
And that's going to come out on Saturday very clearly. What you're really going to see is the coming together of an alliance of people who are working for the betterment of Maharashtra, and that is what's going to reveal itself. So I'm not surprised at the readings, because I personally believe that BJP and the NDA alliance will cross about 165 or more.
Faster, quicker, sharper. One more breaking news update, Arnab, that we didn't cover.
Arnab, can I
just one minute. Coming to Krishna Gade, I want to make one point. This Hindu unity call, we've seen it reverberate across India, and in Karnataka, 3 seats have gone to by-polls. One of them where Kumaraswamy Union Minister's son is contesting. JDS projected as winning, that PMARQ is projected. BJP winning in Shigaon, where Bommai's son is contesting. And the third seat where the BJP and Congress were in close contest. Congress was ahead, but it appears now that the BJP could win that as well. Why am I talking about this? Because the Waqf issue has become a big issue and totally changed the direction of the bipolar. If you look at the national picture, Arnab, you saw the Hindu unity call, the Muslim consolidation call in Maharashtra, along with the Waqf, the debate in the last,
very glad that your channel brought
almost
this up.
1 month has changed things around.
I'm very glad that your channel brought this up. This is a fight, and this is a fight we have won. This is a fight against polarization. This is a fight against all those who came together. Whether it is OSC, it is the Ulema Council, whether it's Sajjad Domani, whether it's the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, and all that, all the people who went in for vote jihad in the Lok Sabha election, today they have been defeated. I think the people of Maharashtra and the people of Mumbai have seen through this, and I think they've realized what has happened in the Lok Sabha election, and therefore in the Vidhan Sabha elections, they have also come out in big numbers, and whatever this nexus was, I think it has been broken. The Aurangzeb fan club has been crushed here, and I think the Mahayuti is back with a bang.
Yeah. Aurangzeb fan club, Ratnakar Tripathi, Ratan Sharda. See, this word is coming on more and more, Aurangzeb fan club. And I think it's a moment when the Congress party, more than Samajwadi, has to decide now, Abhishek, what does it want to do? If it wants to be a primarily pro-Muslim party, and say we would like to have the other votes also, but we have said that we are first for the economic, political interests of the Muslim community. Then it has a possible future as a Muslim party, the kind of 2025 version of the Muslim League. Yeah. That's a call.
And I think BJP has thrown the gauntlet at the Congress by doubling down on the Hindutva.
They can't camouflage it anymore.
Yes.
Right, Ratnakar, Ratan Sharda, now that's a choice the Congress seems to have made. I feel if the
BJP had do nothing.
You are obsessed with Congress
itself sorted that it becomes the new Muslim League, because the way it has gone on to support Waqf Board bill, has gone on to support the cause of Muslims by, say, having special reservation for Muslims. All this shows it wants this polarization. It wants to be identified as a Muslim party, believing that with 15% Muslim votes or 16% Muslim votes, they just need a few votes, break the Hindu society into caste and win the elections. That is the arithmetic. It will not work. It has not worked for SAR, but that is the vision. And Mr. Tripathi can easily agree with me, though he will keep on laughing. Because the whole idea of breaking into तुम्हारी जात क्या है, तुम्हारी जात क्या है, so 15-16% Muslim vote, somewhere 20%, 10% vote निकाल दिए हिंदुओं को तोड़ दिया, आप जीतेंगे. So you have become a Muslim party, you are more pro-Muslim than even AIMM, and you just want to use that particular opportunity. So BJP is just exposing what you are doing. BJP does not have to assert Hindutva because you have left no other option to BJP, but be a Hindutva party. आपने तो मैदान छोड़ दिया हिंदुओं के लिए.
Who favors Muslim League? रतन शारदा, श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी जो आपके मेंटोर हैं, उन्होंने
गलत ये झूठ बोलना आप छोड़ दीजिए. वो कृषक पार्टी थी, मुस्लिम लीग नहीं थी. थोड़ा इतिहास पढ़ लीजिए, आप बड़े पढ़े लिखे आदमी हैं, आप इतिहास पढ़िए. कृषक पार्टी थी, मुस्लिम लीग नहीं थी, और वो मुस्लिम लीग के अगेंस्ट थी. इतिहास समझे बिना श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी मत घसीटिए.
A word from Shehzad and then Abhishek will wrap up. Or you want to make your point and give some... let Shehzad come in and then...
Arnab, just very short point.
या तो सही इतिहास बताइए.
Arnab, very short point.
बंद करिए.
Arnab, very short point.
मुस्लिम लीग बोलते हैं.
Arnab, very short point. Arnab, can I speak?
आप लोग को जहां फायदा मिलेगा आप लोग वहां भागेंगे.
Arnab, how do I speak when 3 people are speaking?
आपने देवेंद्र फडणवीस को...
Arnab, I cannot speak like this. You have to get some order.
मध्य प्रदेश में बाबूलाल गौर को डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर बना दिया इसलिए कि आपको सत्ता चाहिए.
Arnab, can you get some order? Then I can make my point. It's short.
Go ahead.
अब सत्ता लोलू पर रतन शारदा, आपने अपने दो चीफ मिनिस्टर को
रतन शारदा
भाई पर कैसे बोलूं, गो अहेड बोल रहे हो और वहां से वो चिल्लाए जा रहे हैं रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी।
पूना वाला जी, आप बात कीजिए डॉक्टर गोस्वामी से।
देखिए ऐसा है Arnab, may I speak, please?
Yeah, please.
That is the way.
On the one hand, we have spoken about
that. May you speak or not? You don't ask me.
What is the problem with this man? Has he got some issue?
The same problem
can I
which
speak?
you have.
Arnab, thank you. देखिए ऐसा है, अरे एक सीट भी नहीं समाजवादी पार्टी ने उत्तर प्रदेश में भाव कर रहे हैं। अब सुन लीजिए ना चुप करके, 10 सेकंड सुन लेने की हैसियत नहीं है आपको 10 सेकंड सुनने की हैसियत नहीं है। प्लीज अर्नब, नो प्लीज डू नॉट
Continue, Shahzad. You see, the complex.
Arnab, I make logical points and I make them short. So please, if you can give me the courtesy to speak.
I am maintaining the decorum.
Or else I don't. I'll keep quiet.
The party doesn't want to maintain any decorum.
Yes, thank you. Arnab, the audiences start commenting that I am not being allowed to speak. They seriously start commenting live. Please check the Twitter feed. Now let me speak for just 20 seconds and it will be over in 20 seconds. Look, Arnab, on the one hand, we were talking about Garib Kalyan, किसानों का सम्मान, महिलाओं का उत्थान, विरासत का पुनरुत्थान, and they were talking only about भाईजान and vote bank की दुकान. अरे Nomani said vote bank jihad will be done by Uddhav Thackeray. You are quiet. Salmani said that I will have Ghazwa in. You are quiet.
There's nothing.
Please have a look at that. Windows back again on the screen. 4 windows. Come on, producers.
Except Hindu and Muslim, you don't have any agenda.
Dr. Mirke said something.
MBA was Mullah Vote Bank Aghadi.
Arnab, I want to.
No, Dr. Mirke is
what he is saying, he is repeating. Punawala is repeating what he is saying. He has to have the patience. See, one thing, the result will be there on the Saturday and we will see what happened. We will be very happy with the opposition also. With the opposition also, we can work for the society.
I think 3 people as of now appear to be victors, and first I would say is Eknath Shinde.
He has already conceded defeat.
The second would be Fadnavis, big comeback by him, if this result is right. I mean, we're not sticking our neck out. And the third? Abhishek?
Third, I would say Arnab is Yogi Adityanath.
Yogi.
Because he retains his numbers in by-polls. Also, the way he has set the agenda, I mean, he got this batenge to katenge thing, which was refined by the Prime Minister. So, in a way, he has been setting the agenda for the party. And of course, I believe there would be a lot of changes in the BJP also post these results, because this BJP would be much more confident than that.
I think the organizational changes of the BJP are also expected after the results. So this is very interestingly poised, ladies and gentlemen. Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka by-polls, and then the results of Maharashtra and Jharkhand. The counting is beginning at around 8 o'clock. First trends will be in by 9. Results will be clear by 11 and noon. So wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you have to keep the Republic Network on across your house, or even if you're traveling on streaming. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Co-powered by MATRIZE, passion for nutrition.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जब जब वोटिंग परसेंटेज बढ़ता है तो बीजेपी को ही उसका फ़ायदा होता है। तो मैं ऐसा मानता हूँ कि निश्चित रूप से ये जो बढ़ा हुआ वोटिंग परसेंटेज है ये बीजेपी और हमारे अलायंस के लिए, महायुति के लिए ये फ़ायदा हमको देगा और इसका फ़ायदा हमको होगा।
Director, the taste of success.
Co-powered by MATRIZE, passion for nutrition.
जब जनता किसी चीज को अपने कंट्रोल में ले ले, इसका मतलब यह है कि संथाल की लड़ाई हम जीत चुके हैं और हम 2/3 से सरकार बनाएंगे। और उसमें मैं आपको आज एक बात और कह दूं,
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Co-powered by MATRIZE, passion for nutrition.
Team India is gearing up for its biggest test of the season, the Border Gavaskar Trophy.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, the votes have been cast in Jharkhand, in Maharashtra, in Uttar Pradesh, where the by-polls have been held, in Karnataka, and now it's time, since all the polls have been held, and we have the date of the results on the 23rd. So on 23rd, we start our counting day program, and on the 23rd by about 11 o'clock, you will have a clear sense of who's forming the elections in the second round of state elections since the general elections of May 2024. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have the exit poll results with me. And I'd just like to start with a few comments before we go into these issues in a little bit more detail. Maharashtra seems to be clearer than Jharkhand is my first point tonight. People are sort of hedging their bets on Jharkhand. PMARQ, I have, for example, there's no clear trend that you see as far as Jharkhand is concerned. One poll says that the Congress-JMM alliance is a slight edge. Another poll says, which is, I just saw the results of the Axis My India poll, and they are saying that the Congress-JMM alliance is a huge edge. Then you have the MATRIZE poll, which is now saying something completely different. The MATRIZE poll says that this time the BJP will do remarkably well. Now, viewers, who am I going to put my money on? None of them, because all of them have got it largely or partially wrong the last time. Is there a clear direction in which the polls are talking in Jharkhand? No. But one sense I would get is that the worst of the polls, or rather the PMARQ poll, which is a conservative poll as far as BJP's chances on Jharkhand, even that poll is saying that the BJP's vote share at 33 to 34%, would more or less remain constant. The MATRIZE poll says that the BJP is going to get 11% positive swing, whereas the Axis My India poll says the Congress-JMM is going to sweep. So, do I have a clear sense of Jharkhand as per the polls? No. It's been a very keenly fought elections. Issues of infiltration have come up. There has been a lot of polarization. You have fantastic poll managers like Hemant who have been sent by the BJP. The results are not clear right now. And so, if you see the poll of polls on Jharkhand, you'll see it not really taking a line. The situation is different in Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, it is now being said, largely, ladies and gentlemen, in Maharashtra, that the Mahayuti, that is the BJP-led alliance, is very much ahead. The 4 or 5 takeaways that I have from the Maharashtra exit polls is, one, that out of the 2 Shiv Senas, if you can call them that, between the Eknath Shinde Sena and the Uddhav Sena, it is quite clear that after these results, the Eknath Shinde Sena is the Shiv Sena, much larger than the Uddhav Sena as per most of the exit polls. The BJP clearly comes out as the single largest party. If you look at the average numbers, I was just seeing the average numbers in the poll of polls is showing a clear victory with 162 seats for the Mahayuti. This means, as per the poll of polls, the BJP and Eknath Shinde, they should be able to form the government even if Ajit Pawar is not there. That will be a huge relief for the BJP, given the fact that Ajit Pawar is neither here nor there. Also, Ajit Pawar himself becomes a very small factor. While MATRIZE says he gets 6% vote share, PMARQ says he gets 4% vote share. So on an average, a small factor, a little bit of an insignificant player, unless it's a hung house, which does not look likely right now. He's not going to be important. He could be important if it's totally hung house, because he can swing both ways, Ajit Pawar. He can go with Pawar, he can go with the BJP. He's not one man to be trusted. But it is not the entirely hung assembly situation that some channels have been projecting. Maharashtra is not hung. Maharashtra, as per the exit polls, is going very much with the Devendra Fadnavis, Eknath Shinde combination. And as far as Jharkhand is concerned, that is where it's really in the air. I think we'll have a little bit of a twist in Jharkhand when the results come on Saturday. So that's the way I overall look at it. I have my debates today. First, we'll talk about Maharashtra. Then we'll very, very quickly move on to the numbers from Jharkhand. And ladies and gentlemen, finally, at 9 to 10, what I like to do, I like to look at the national picture in terms of the overall result that is emerging. What can we really interpret in terms of the national picture, given the trends we have seen since June 2024. So it's going to be a comprehensive program, and here are the headlines this Wednesday evening on the Debate Tonight. Exit polls of PMARQ and MATRIZE project say that the Mahayuti is winning over 160 seats in Maharashtra. The Mahavikas Aghadi is projected to win about 120 seats. Neck-to-neck battle being projected in the smaller state of Jharkhand as exit polls are split on the verdict. Can the NDA make it with a double win in the last election of 2024? With the exit poll numbers out, India awaits to see batenge to katenge pitch and the ek rahenge to safe rahenge pitch in Jharkhand and Maharashtra has worked for the electorate. All eyes are on the national picture in the 2024 election grand finale. Now, this has been one of the most controversial election campaigns in recent times. Ladies and gentlemen, every exit poll is indicating that there is going to be a very, very good and solid Mahayuti comeback in Maharashtra, which means the BJP Eknath Shinde combination is going to come back strong. But will the margins be big enough to get a clear mandate? And can the two parties form the government even if Ajit Pawar, who's seen as the undependable ally in the combination, is either out or refuses to play ball? It's not just a battle of survival for the Shiv Senas and the NCPs, it's the national big picture which will emerge from Maharashtra and Jharkhand.
A turbulent term, party is broken, family is split. It's been a chaotic last 5 years in Maharashtra. The campaign has been electric and controversial.
It's a big case, big people are involved. Let me call you and explain you, sir. ये 5 उंगलियों वाला पंजा इन 5 सवालों का जवाब नहीं देता है आकर, तो आप ये समझ लीजिए कि ये साफ प्रदेश और देश की जनता ये समझ सकती है कि ये पंजा किसके लिए क्या कार्य कर रहा था.
From the rift in Mahayuti over Dawood-linked politician Nawab Malik, the run-up to the Maharashtra polls has been nothing but exciting. Exit polls are out, and they project a win for Mahayuti comprising BJP, Shiv Sena under Eknath Shinde, and Ajit Pawar's NCP. According to the PMARQ numbers, Mahayuti could win between 137 to 157 seats, while the MVA is projected to clinch 126 to 146 seats. The MATRIZE projections are higher for Mahayuti, projecting 150 to 170 seats for NDA allies. MATRIZE projects the MVA anywhere between 110 to 130 seats. The Mahayuti is ahead, but can the allies be trusted? Will Ajit Pawar stay loyal?
मुझे विश्वास है 2.5 साल में जो महायुति ने काम किया है, जो कल्याणकारी योजनाएं, जो विकास, उसके बलबूते पे आने वाली सरकार जो है मजबूत पंपिंग मेजॉरिटी की ये महायुति की होगी.
आघाड़ी की सरकार जरूर आएगी और जैसे वहां दिल्ली में अपना प्रधानमंत्री बैठेगा, मैं आपको वादा करता हूं, आपको वचन देता हूं, जितना लूटा हुआ मुंबई और महाराष्ट्र का वैभव है मैं वापस मुंबई और महाराष्ट्र को दे दूंगा.
बारामती के लोगों के ऊपर और वोटर के ऊपर मुझे पूरा भरोसा है, विश्वास है. अच्छे वोटों से वो मुझे जिता के 8वीं बार असेंबली में भेज देंगे.
Has the Hindu unity call been a game changer?
Let's move fast, please. Avoid the long shots tonight. Thank you. I have with me Shawan Sen and Sucharita Kukreti with me tonight. We have GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP, Raghu Wagmare, national spokesperson of the Shiv Sena. Namaskar. He's from the Shinde group, Eknath Shinde group. Vivek Silas of the Samajwadi Party. All right. And we have Saurav Ganapate, is a political analyst. So let's start. Okay. So how are you reading this? GVL, how are you reading this result? Maharashtra seems to be going your way, but the polls are not clear about Jharkhand. So how are you reading first Maharashtra and then Jharkhand?
Arnab, good evening to you and all the panelists and all the viewers. Not certainly based on these exit poll trends or results. Based on the grassroots level feedback, the BJP is confident of a big majority.
Did I just lose the link there? His video froze, production problems as usual.
Election trends compared to the Lok Sabha polls.
Yeah.
Because certainly the kind of propaganda about a constitutional, about changing the constitution had negative impact on our prospects in Lok Sabha polls. But in these elections, certainly development and welfare are the principal narratives, and we win on the basis of these on the basis of this narrative. In Maharashtra, 10 years of governance, a double-engine Sarkar has actually got this momentum going for us. And certainly, and I see actually a homogenizing effect in these elections, because Maharashtra, different regions exhibited divergent trends in the past. But in this election, we certainly see some kind of a unifying effect or a leveling effect, which is helping to reduce the geographic divides, the demographic divides, the welfare schemes for women, welfare schemes for various sections of the society, how poverty alleviation or reduction has happened on a massive scale in Maharashtra, how various schemes of the have been implemented effectively on the ground and complemented by the state government. For example, a scheme like the PM Kisan Samman Yojana, where central government contributed 6,000, state also contributed 6,000. How state experienced an all-round development.
You know, one more elections over, GVL. Look at the analysis here. 1 minute before Shravan comes in, Shravan's coming in right now. Before Shravan comes in, Sucharita takes over. I'll go quiet for 5 minutes. I'll see how you people take it over. You know, only thing I'm saying here is, viewers, even the most conservative, point to note, Shravan and Sucharita, the most conservative poll on Maharashtra, even that poll, is saying that it's a BJP sweep.
Absolutely.
How is it a BJP sweep? There are 288 seats. Halfway mark is 144, 145. The most conservative poll, PMARQ, is saying 147. The most optimistic poll on an average people's pulse is saying about 185. So, either which way, BJP is coming back strongly in Maharashtra. Over to you, Shravan.
Chandrasekhar, one thing is settled. Shiva Sena is now Eknath Shinde. All the polls are making it very clear that the numbers are with Eknath Shinde.
See, these are all opinion polls. Well, I'll congratulate and otherwise also the persons, the candidates will be winning and also will be doing the same on 23rd. We are coming into power, and let us not go into controversy who will win, who will lose, because we are not personally having